Hello everyone! Thanks for joining me for a little spontaneous live stream today. I finished work about an hour ago, had my lunch, and recently I've been feeling quite tired, but today I was like, I've got the energy, I fancy page hopping, let's live stream. Why not? Especially as I'm not streaming tomorrow, so I can hear myself talking. Hang on. I don't know why YouTube does this to me, but there we go. Exit out of my YouTube video. I have to get it up to get the chat. But there we go. Well, welcome Hannah, welcome Helen, and hi Sarah, hi Ada. Welcome to you all, and thanks for being here. Yeah, page hopping and Inklings. So all the progress I've made in here so far has been on live streams, so I will give you a quick flip as we wait for some more people to join in. Yeah, hopefully I'll make a nice bit of progress. Don't know how long I'll stream for, a couple of hours at least, that's for sure. Yeah, I want to continue with the progress of trying to colour a bunch of different pages, ones that don't have any colour on, and try and prioritise those. Obviously if I can't find something that is for an uncoloured page, then I'll do something I've already coloured on. Yeah, plenty of pages without any colour on yet. Hiya Dawn, welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm really loving the colour palettes selected in this book. I feel like I'm liking the colour palettes more in this book than I am in the other one. Oh, I forgot I did that though. It's quite cute. I kind of surprised myself. I'm like, oh, that's cute. How about that? Yeah, I like how a lot of these have started. Yeah, just a little flip through to start us off. There we go, and I did colour this one during the last one. I haven't put my name on it yet. Don't know if I will. Sometimes I do, sometimes I'm like, nah. But there we go. So, let's grab up the wheel and spin for the first prompt of the day. Feels like most of the pages in Inklings seem less filled up than in Small Victories. I agree, there feels like there's more single page, like ones like this with just one design on it rather than the little individual ones. I feel like there's more of those. Ooh, snail. Snail is our first prompt today. Prompt. Snail. There we go. Get rid of the wheel. Are you still streaming tomorrow? Do you use the wheel when you're not streaming? I'm not streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm off to my grandma's for the day. So that's kind of another reason why I jumped on today. And yes, if I'm not streaming, I don't colour in this off stream. I decided to make Inklings just on live streams to see how long it takes me and how many episodes, because that'll be interesting. But when I do Small Victories off camera, and if I come in here, I also will spin the wheel. I may spin it several times if I'm not feeling something. But yeah, this one I do still spin the wheel, or say if someone else is page hopping, I'll join them with the same thing. Right, so I'm on the hunt for a snail. I cannot think of one immediately that's got a snail on it. No, there must be one, otherwise I wouldn't have put it. Those are all just bugs. Helen's streaming tomorrow 12 till 2. Usually I'd be there, but I'm busy tomorrow. No snail on the page of 50 miniatures. Use my boyfriend to choose my page. That's a good way. I sometimes will get my mum to choose one, and she goes, yeah, but you never actually colour what I choose. And I'm like, I do sometimes. But if I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. She doesn't really choose a page. My dad will. He'll have a flick through and be like, I like this one. But my mum will just kind of flick randomly. Right, where is a snail? As I said, it's got to be here somewhere. What on earth? Morning Jen from Kentucky, welcome, and hi Atlanta. You're using your Tombos again. Finished a Tombow page last night too, love it. Right, shout if you see a snail. There it is! Is that the only snail in this whole book? If so, criminal. But I think it might be, because, I mean, I did flip through every single page and look, and I couldn't see one anywhere else. Must be it. Yeah. Well, that makes it easy. That's the one I'm going to do. And I'll remove it from the wheel once it's done. But yeah, I'll do this one. There we go. Right, let's grab out my pencils. I like this colour palette. Dawn's off shopping today. Lovely stuff. My boyfriend really chooses something he's fancy, so it's fun to colour it, definitely. Hello Nikki, welcome, nice to see you. There's a tiny one on the page after the meerkat. Thank you, Silk. After the meerkat. Tiny one. Oh my gosh, yes. Look at that. The teeniest, tiniest of snails. There it is. Good spot. Thank you. Oh, I think I will do that one. Right, so I need 3. I'll sharpen these as I pick them up. 3, and then 333, 602, 1110 and 20. Not 1110, 110. It's only 3 numbers. Hello Paulina, welcome. I hope you're doing well. There we go. Alright, how am I going to space these colours out? What colour snail? I'm kind of feeling a pink snail. That'll be fun. Let's do that. Right, can we see? There we are. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good start to their weekend. Let me know what you are up to. Dawn said she's going shopping. What shopping are you doing? Is it clothes shopping, food shopping, just fun browsing shopping? I was at work this morning, pretty good day. It was a full morning, but because the calls were all either an hour or 45 minutes, it meant that I didn't have too many calls. They were just kind of fewer, longer calls, which was quite nice actually. What pencil do you recommend for Japanese colouring books? Well, I love the Holbeins, but I don't know if I'd recommend because they are very much out of budget for a lot of people. But I would say either Prismacolors or Black Widows, I think give some of the best results, in my opinion. Not Polychromos. Polychromos don't work so well in majority of Japanese books and Korean books as well, for that matter. Paulina is doing good. You just sent around 2 mail for the Romantic Country 3 collab. Amazing. I will get to that. Oh, there it is. I was like, if you sent me mail, I haven't got it. There we go. You're doing chapter 3. Perfect. I will put you down for that. In fact, let me turn this on Do Not Disturb. If anyone is watching and would like to join the Romantic Country Third Tale collab, there are 20 pages left. Or if you want to join in and you haven't joined in yet, there's still availability. Hello Chris, welcome. Just got into bed and realised you're live. I'll be watching until I can't keep my eyes open. Nice to see you. I hope you've had a lovely Saturday, Chris. Jen's having a pool day, lovely. Oh, hi Mimi, welcome. Sarah has a friend will come with her baby to brunch. We'll be here any minute now. Ooh, sounds good. Helen's lurking as her friend is here. We're having an art day. That sounds lovely. Hello Roslyn, welcome. And hi Hannah, welcome in. Nikki hasn't tried page hopping yet. Oh, I'm obsessed. I fully am. It is like, especially in, well, it's all I've really done so far, but Small Victories, Inklings, they're just fab. I never really felt inspired by these books before, because I like a detailed page to get my teeth sunk into, but just doing these little individual victories, so much fun. Right, I do think I want to bring in a green rather than go all crazy and do blue leaves or pink leaves or whatever. I'm going to go for green. And where's my swatch book? Over here. Let's have a look. Hi Adriana, welcome. Hope you are doing well. Mimi has just finished cutting up your master palettes. Took a while, but it's done. Woohoo! Yeah, it definitely takes a while. There is a lot of palettes. I mean, there's over 200, so yeah. But it is so satisfying having them all together. And have you got a good container to put them in? Hiya Cynthia, how are you doing? Still improving? You still in hospital? I do hope you are continuing to improve. Right, I want this minted fern green here, which looks like sap green, 52. It's nice, some of these pencils are actually getting a bit shorter now, which is good. It means I'm using them. Not started my Inklings yet, so maybe I'll start in that. Definitely do. And if you do, and follow along with the prompts that I've got, I'll always have the prompt up here, unless I forget. If so, remind me. And if you do colour along, definitely share it with me and I will share it with everyone else on stream. It's always fun to see other people page hopping at the same time. And it doesn't have to be the same book, you can use the prompt in a different book. Wednesday you're going home. Amazing! Great news, Cynthia. That will be really good. Hi Sarah, welcome. Maybe has to get something. Adriana's doing good. I'm thinking about doing a second page for the collab, but unsure if I will be finished in time. Well, they're not due until the 30th of August. So there is plenty of time for the collab. Like say if you do one page this month, one page next month, see it that way, but really there is no pressure to take on a second page if you're not prepared to. But the option is open. Don't own the book for the collab. Yeah, I'm sorry Sarah, there's quite a few people that have told me that they would get involved if they could. I was umming and ahhing about whether to do this collab because I know the third tale is very hard to get hold of right now. And so not as many people have the book. But I did a poll and had quite a bit of interest, so I thought, okay, I will do it. It's quite a little stack, love it. By the way, if I did a Zodiac Mini of the month, where and how do I share it with you? So you can pop it on Instagram and tag me in the photo. Like, don't just put my name in the description, like tag me in the photo, and that guarantees that I see it because it'll go into my DMs. And there is a hashtag, you don't have to use it, but it's there. They're a bit rubbish at the moment, but better than nothing. No, I think I'll do that different colour. I think I'll do these flowers yellow. We need a bit of yellow on the page. Can't wait to see the result though. Yeah, it's going to look amazing. Got Romantic Country, the third tale, but I get overwhelmed in groups. Nikki, it's not a group, it's a full book collaboration. So you pick your page, you send me 3 options of your top 3 pages. If you want to see which ones are still available, check my post on either Instagram or YouTube. I'm updating that as the pages get assigned. And you just have to colour that page by the 30th of August. That's it, there's no group. So it's very chilled, no skill requirement. Everyone who wants to get involved can get involved. And then when I've received all the pages for the collaboration, I put it together in a slideshow. So you can have a look at the first and second tale ones for an idea of how the third tale will look. Let's grab 3 for this. Yeah, you're welcome, no problem. And if you join the collab and something crops up during the month and you're unable to complete, just let me know. Absolutely not a problem. The other 2 were done beautifully, weren't they just? Weren't they just? Oh, they are always so much fun to put together, and it's really satisfying seeing it fill up. And I've got myself into a good routine with it as well now, of sort of creating the template for it, and being able to add the pages in, keep track. Although strangely I managed to incorrectly put the wrong country for someone. They commented, I can't remember who it was, but they commented and said, it made me laugh when I saw that I'm apparently now living in Australia. And I was like, what? I went and checked my spreadsheet, because I have a spreadsheet to keep track of all the information and emails and whatnot. And I went and checked that, and I was like, I didn't put Australia there, and I double checked and no one like above or below them was from Australia, so I don't know how or why I managed that, but I did. At least the name was correct. I'm so sorry. I'll inbox you after, sounds great. Hello Jeanette, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Doing little pink centres there. I think that's that page, not that page, that victory all completed. Very cute, like my little pink snail, all cutie. Right, let's grab the wheel and spin for the next prompt, see what comes up. Sarah's got to go, have a nice day, you too. Yeah, and don't worry, it's going to be a completely different book, completely different artist for the next collab, and I've already got what I'm doing in mind. Zora's having a drink. We've got Bird. That is always a good one because there's lots of birds. Johanna loves herself a bird. She loves a floral, we know this, but she also loves a bird. So let's have a look on one that I haven't started. Those are butterflies. I'm going to struggle to find a bird now. No, I know there is. I know there's plenty. There's one there, but let's find a new page. I mean, a duck is a bird. My mum is also named Jeanette and she is watching. Ah, hello. Hello, Jeanette. Jeanette, as in Nikki's mum, Jeanette. Well, thanks for watching. We got this bird. I could do like the bird part of it, if you know what I mean, like instead of the flowers, just the bird. Chickens are birds. Again, there's not quite as many birds in this book as I thought there was, but there's definitely a few. We got that swan there. Okay, yeah. I will start this dove. And I think I will do it this like pale blue colour for the wings, and maybe even like a bit of white. You've never known another me. Love it. There you go. Your name twin. Have I met a Jeanette before in life? I've met an Annette, but not a Jeanette, I think. I don't think I've met a Jeanette. Right, let's grab out, what was it, 302? Yeah, let's sharpen her up. And I'll also grab out the white just in case. I think I'll grab out that peach colour for its beak. Alright, let's start with the beak. There we go. Easy peasy. And then the flowers can be like this peach and pink colour. I can do the leaves in the more kind of minty colour there. I think that will look nice. I'm using quite a light touch for this blue pencil. Hi Michelle, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I tell you what, the stream yesterday could quite possibly be one of my busiest streams ever, outside of the charity Tubeathon live stream. But I went and checked the stats. I had a peak viewers of 80, which is just insane. It was very chatty, which was lots of fun. It's a really nice stream last night. They're always nice streams. That one was like go, go, go. I was surprised I even managed to finish basing. At one point I thought, I'm not going to get anything done. Nice surprise, thought you were not on today. Yeah, little bonus for you. Well, welcome in, Emma. I finished work and I was like, I actually have energy today, which is kind of the first time this week, so I was like, let's jump on live. Because I find coming on live gives me even more energy in a weird way. So I was like, let's do it, especially as I'm not live tomorrow. Do I have my... Yes, I do. Ah, but that one's in the way. There we go, that's better. You regularly have 50 or 60, which is immense. It really is. Absolutely. I do not take it for granted. I am very appreciative every stream. That one was just... Whew, wow. Was that 80? So happy for you. I'm consistently managing to come to your lives regularly, and it's helping my mental health, so thank you so much. Oh, that's really lovely to hear, Michelle. and I'm so glad to have helped you out. I love going to lives as well as doing them myself. I love being in lives with other people. They can really lift your spirits, they definitely do. Cute and cosy books would be good for page hopping, yes, definitely. It'd be fun to jump around and like just colour a bear on a page, or colour some grass on a different page and jump around that way. That's a great idea. Take care, Dawn. You have a good day. Enjoy your shopping. My mum named me after Jeanette MacDonald, film star of the time. Ah, there you go. Really appreciate you, and I appreciate you for being here as well. I appreciate everyone. It's got such a little sweet face, this bird, or this dove. And I like that I chose this blue colour. I was between the blue or the peach colour, and I thought blue will be a nice kind of backdrop for the rest of the page. There we go. That is bird done, I think. I think I will do a bit of smoothing out with this white. Live sessions stop has been isolated and I'm forever grateful. Absolutely, 100%. And you don't even need to be chatty in them. I mean, I definitely prefer the chatty, because otherwise I'm just colouring to myself. But just having someone there that's sharing the same hobby and passion as you are, and giving you company whilst you're engaging with that, or doing something completely different, or doing chores around the house. So helpful and so, I don't know, inspiring. Often someone will be colouring something on stream and I'll be like, oh, I want to colour that too, and I'll bring it out. Gotta go, sorry, but we're having a family day today. No apologies necessary, Ada. Have a lovely day with your family, and thanks for being here. Going through a phase of starting millions of pages and not finishing any of them, so I'm working on whips. That's a good idea. I am also kind of in that phase. I've got a lot of whips. Just sent a video in Discord. You are welcome for the laugh. Right, let me have a look. I wasn't named after anyone, but I'm a Nicola, but preferred to be named Nikki. Yeah, I relate to that, Nikki. I'm a Jessica, but ugh, don't call me that. It's weird. Give you guys a giggle today. This was June the 1st. My son is at the door. It's only 6 seconds, but the dogs took me for a ride. Trying to think of a catchphrase to upload a reel. My friends say it would go viral. Let's have a look. Say it. I'm watching it through the viewfinder because I can see that better. Like, where's it going? Oops, hang on. Oh, I couldn't see anything. Yeah, I couldn't see anything. Oh, you sent another one. Oh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my days! Oh my gosh! No, Jen! Oh my gosh! What on earth? You weren't joking when you said they took you for a ride. Bloody hell. Hope you're alright, but wow. Wow. I took a disc on, you're alright. I was just like, I'm waiting, can't see anything. I was like, have I missed it? Can I not see? Yeah, are you okay? I do hope. I'm assuming you are, otherwise you wouldn't say you're welcome for the laugh. You wouldn't encourage the laughing if not. I was thinking I'm having my room decorated, so missing my books. Just wondering what would everyone rather have, your books or your phone? Ooh. Oh, that is a hard question. I'm a girl in my mid-20s, so I'm pretty attached to my phone. But I've got a tablet, and I watch all my YouTube from there, and I can access Instagram on there, so I'd pick my books then. Because I can access things on my tablet. My books? A question mark? It's really hard. That's a horrible question. It's the reason I can't colour, but it's still funny and I can laugh at myself. Oh, Jen, no! I hope you didn't break or damage anything. Arm is messed up. Oh, you see an orthopaedist in early August. No, I mean, that's not funny. I love colouring but would choose my phone. Yeah, I think I probably would choose my phone. But I would feel so lost. How am I going to maintain my streak? Gotta maintain the streak. Right, let's grab the wheel back. And spin for the third prompt. I've just had an email from Woomer. You said you would be interested if they did a 133 set. Oh, they do now. Oh, Jeanette, no. I can't be doing this. Ooh, shell. That's a great one because I haven't done anything on that page yet. So let's find the shell page. It's the one next to the beach huts. You pick your books. Yeah. Yeah, I got an email from Woomer and they were apologising for sending the incorrect stuff out. I didn't realise that they'd done 133 set. That is exciting. Need a refill. But yeah, maybe it was a different one because it doesn't say it in that one. Nothing is broken, but we think my tendons or a tear in my muscle on top of my arm. Oof. So what? Like, was there something in the road that the dog like just pelted for? What was going on there? Right, I think for this I want to do this middle one and these little starfish. So I'm gonna use this peach colour for the starfish, I think. Yeah? Or do I do pink? Do I do a bit both? I'm colouring with my markers more and diamond dotting, but I can't apply pressure. Ooh, yeah. Well, hopefully lots of good rest will do you good. Yeah, I'm going to do it this colour. saw something I didn't, or else I would have waited to open the door. Yeah. Sending you a screenshot in Discord, but I don't know which bit to put it in. You can pop it under the streaming now, share here. Just before stream I was going to put a separate channel for that, and I couldn't think of what to call it. I colour every single day. I feel lost if I don't, for sure. Me too. I mean, I've got a streak of over 200 days where I've coloured a page, finished a page every day for over 200 days. And to stop that would be challenging for me. Right, now how do I want to... Well, we've got 5 colours in this colour palette, so that would line us up quite nicely for this. Maybe do peach in the centre. Then we could do one blue, one of the pinks, the other pink, and then more kind of like tealy colour. I think that would look good. Do those 2 pink. Feel the same. I think need to think of a title and upload it as a reel. I mean, quick way to dislocate your arm. I don't know. Right, what do I need? 25. Do that for these starfish. There we go. I need to sharpen that one. Hello Chris, welcome, welcome. I thought you weren't streaming till Monday. That was the plan. It's a bonus. A streamy bonus. I just finished work and I was like, I've got energy. Let's go. Let's stream. Why not? So here I am. Got my backing page? No, I have not. Where's the backing page gone? Is it here? There it is. Just getting the indentation from that. I'm not sure I like the sound of streamy bonus. It was fellow Brits in the chat. It was a play on words. For a Brucey bonus. I don't think you would understand the reference if you're not from the UK. He was a TV presenter, very, very iconic. I don't even know what that's referencing to because I'm a bit young. But that was the reference. Streamy bonus, Brucey bonus. Hello Kimberlyn, welcome, welcome. Have you got a nice clean car now? Do I ever use fine liners? You love them? I don't really. I tried using them at one point. Yeah, no, not for me, actually. Because I know Imogen, Colouring Kid, loves using them. And I was like, oh, let's give them a try. And I was like, nah. Nah. I'd rather colour with a very sharp pencil than use a fine liner. I don't hate them, don't get me wrong, I just don't use them. Lurking on my way home, adulting because someone has to. Yeah, on the outside, the inside is still gnarly. Well, that's my car all over. Except the outside ain't great either. And then let's do little pink triangles. And I think this sagey colour, sage green, 54. 54. My pressure control is rubbish, so I end up ripping the paper with fine liners. That's, yeah, I can understand that. They're quite juicy as well. They're not very forgiving in terms of you can't go over the same area too much. My experience with silly British TV is pretty limited to what I've discovered on YouTube. There's a game show on Pointless that I love. Oh, Pointless is great. Pointless is great. What a great show. And I recommend, Chris, if you like British humour, check out Taskmaster. If you've never seen it, they do lots of clips on YouTube as well. I think they also go on Netflix. No, they've just moved to Disney Plus actually, because I've been seeing it advertised on Disney Plus. But they've got old episodes. Oh, I love it. We've been watching Taskmaster since like series 1, and they're on 21 now. Was it? I'm trying to think of how many Champion of Champions they've done. I think they've done 4. Yeah, I think they're on 21 or 22. They've done loads. They do 2 or 3 a year. It is 10 out of 10. But yeah, they do lots of little clips on YouTube, so it's a good one to see if you are interested, and then seek out full episodes if you want. We've started watching a US game show, The Floor, with Rob Lowe. We randomly saw it on TV one day, and it was the penultimate episode of series 3. And we just got really into it. I'd seen clips of it online. Like when they're doing the head-to-head battles, it's just like pictures, and they've got to name what's in the picture, and it's like back and forth. Whoever runs out the clock first wins. Or loses, I should say. And so we recorded it, and it's like come back to the start of the series. So we watched the penultimate episode and the last episode, and now we're going back to the front as well. Because we were watching it, and we were like, what exactly are the rules? We're very confused. What's going back to but we're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Do you get Hulu with Disney Plus? I think so. Taskmaster is the only show all the adults in our family sit down together and watch and rewatch and laugh at. Yeah, it's so good. I've rewatched the first 10 or so series 3 or 4 times. Like the first series, I think I must have watched 4 times, 5 times. It's quite a short one, that. Some of my favourite silly British shows are Taskmaster, 8 out of 10 Cats, yeah, and Does Count Down. Yeah, we love 8 out of 10 Cats, Does Count Down. Black Books, Are You Lying to Me? Would I Lie to You is such... Oh, I love Would I Lie to You. Absolutely love that. So many good clips on YouTube of that as well. Blackadder, as well as some of the oldies I watched on Foxtel when I was little. Hello, Dana. Morning to you. Afternoon for me. 3:30 for me. Yes, we love the 1% Club too. We always play along with that. We're pretty good at it. We can always get to the point where you can choose to get the £1,000. Often I'll get to the 1% question, but I won't get the 1% question. I think I've got it I don't know, 3 times ever. But yeah, I've only watched the UK version of that. I haven't watched the US one. Right, what am I doing? Wheel, next one. Because I coloured a shell. I feel like I coloured that really quickly. Oh, no, what am I doing? What did I do? There we go. Okay, spin the wheel. And it's castle. You like Tenable? Yeah, that one's I quite enjoy that. If that's ever on TV, I'll watch it. We don't record it though or anything. It's just like one of those things that if it's on, we're downstairs at that time, we'll watch it. But it's fun. Right, what am I looking for? I forgot what the prompt was. Castle. I was like, what am I doing? Castle. There we go. Where is castle? I have a feeling it's on one of these ones, like this. I'd say that's a castle. 7:30 AM here. Coffee in hand and a cosy blanket. Lovely stuff. I wouldn't call any of them castles. Okay, let's check the back. They're all just houses. Nope, I think that's it. Don't know why I just put the one prompt for castle, but there we go. Now, is this a castle in the clouds or a castle in the trees? I think trees, because otherwise why would there be clouds and then leaves? That wouldn't make sense. It would be clouds and more clouds. So I'm going to do that as like a tree, castle in the trees. And what colour should I do it? I'm thinking the teal castle. That'll be fun. Let's do it. My neighbour is cooking breakfast on his outdoor griddle and the smell of bacon is making me so hungry. You're just like, can I have some? Hiya Zoe, welcome, welcome. Today isn't the Bookmark Bonanza, that is next week, next Saturday, that I'm planning for that. It's just a little bonus. My mum colours now too, we colour together. Oh, that's lovely. We've been internet only for so long, I've totally forgotten that TV recording was possible. Yes, we record almost everything. Like in the evenings when we eat our tea in front of the telly, we'll bring up something on record. So yeah, we'll watch 1% Club, Weakest Link. What else do we watch? Like Great British Bake Off when that's on, like the Sewing Bee and Pottery. We love Lego Masters when that's on. Love it, love it, love it. It's morning at Chris's house. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're... What's the time now? 3:30. Yeah, if you're in the US or North America or South America, if you're that side of the... What's it, the Atlantic? Or is it the Pacific? I always get them confused. I'm bad with oceans. If you're that side of the ocean, it's morning for you. Dana's on the west coast in Oregon. Lovely stuff. And Chris is in Illinois on the Mississippi coast. Good night, Chris. Have a good night's sleep. And see, that's crazy. Dan has just woken up. Chris is off to bed. crazy time zones. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it is. Nikki's in Staffordshire. There we go. Right, we'll do these as little trees rather than clouds. Although I think it would also look cute as clouds, but if there's leaves above it, that's got to be trees. Just working in my journal, setting up for next month. Have a good one, you too. It's amazing we can all connect, absolutely. Jess, can you explain again how the page hopping will work in the Wheel of Year? I haven't fully formed that idea yet, because I don't actually have the book yet. But you're making me want to place an order right now. But my idea is for those small victory pages, you know, the ones with all the little different items, to create a prompt wheel for those, maybe even like a seasonal one, because I am a seasonal colorist, obviously. If you're you, a non-seasonal colorist, because I know you are, you could put all the prompts on there, and then page hop for those. And then when it comes to the full page illustrations of the different moons, that's when I'll try and join in with the group. Because there is a group. The Witches and Familiars is called Familiars and Festivals, and that's for the Wheel of Year and the Witches and Familiars book. But Wheel of Year isn't going to start until the end of this year. I think November or something? The Wheel of Year, it's a book by Usiku. It's in like an A4 format size there. What she previously had on Etsy for sale, and then she compiled it into a book, Amazon print book. She's the artist who does the Witches series, Year of Witches, Life of Witches, Witches Around, and then has done the recent Witches and Familiars book. It's that artist. Right, there we go. Let's do the building, which is 35. Ooh, okay, I may join. I love her books. Yeah, it's a group run by Kimberlyn. B312 Colours on Instagram. So if you would like to join, message her. Or message me. That's a good idea. Hopping those little victory pages was the first thing I thought of when mine arrived. I can't remember who suggested it. Someone suggested it and I was like, ooh, yes. It wasn't me. I can't take credit, but... Or maybe it was me. I don't know. It may have been my idea. I feel like Kimberlyn suggested it. I know she's lurking while she's driving, so... I can't remember. But I will always give credit where credit's due. Oh, I might do the kind of actual building part of the castle in this grey colour, just so it doesn't look quite so crazy coloured. Although there's nothing wrong with that. But it'll be nice to kind of break it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm also thinking of doing page hopping in the Tiny Year collection book. Is that what it's called, Tiny Year? You know, the colouring heaven with the shelves, and they've got the little victory pages in there. And I was thinking about the other day, and I think I will go through the colour DNA charts by by Joanna Stone and pick out one per season, like this. Perfect for autumn, the autumn palettes. Potentially you might do the Christmas for the December ones. And then just go through and pick some different ones. Like, I feel like this is good for summer. Feels very summery to me. These floral ones would be good for spring, or that one would, or the pastels. That's perfect for summer. Spooky, you could do that for Halloween time. It also feels quite summery to me, that. But yeah, it just gives you a wider selection of colours to choose from, so that's my idea. Bought the downloads though, I've had nothing but struggle with that paper in the books. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. It is a big fat struggle, that. And I think I need to pick a set of pencils, because I like using pencils for page hopping. I don't want to bother with alcohol markers, and I think the spaces are quite small for those little victory items. Alcohol markers wouldn't work well either, so maybe, I don't know what pencils though. Maybe I'll do a little test page, or I could do whatever I feel like. I don't know. Right, the flag. I'm kind of thinking doing a pink flag, just for a pop of something else in there. You had to have used up all the ink in your printer to get all those palettes printed so well. It's my dad's printer, so it's not my problem. But yeah, surprisingly the colours are very accurate. It's terrible at printing line art of images. It just can't do it, and we don't know why. But for colour, it's pretty good, pretty accurate. Well, it was for most of it. Some of them have printed a bit strangely, but we'll let it off. Right, what grey was that? Naughty? No, it's fine. He never uses colour anyway, he just prints out black and white documents mainly. He's an IT technician, so printers are kind of his thing. That's his specialty at work. He'll like replace them and fix them and whatnot. And so I think he inherited it from someone getting rid of it. It's a big old bulky thing. Very old. And a bit slow. It does the job. It just may take you 3 to 5 business days. It took a long time to print it all out, that's for sure. I think it's the warm greys that I used there. Sounds like my brain low slow and 3 to 5 working days. Don't think you're alone there, that's for sure. 3 to 5 working days of processing time. Don't ask her on the weekend, because you won't hear till Monday. Ooh, who here has pre-ordered the polychromos? I did talk about this a little bit on stream yesterday, but I think we got some different people in today, so yeah, who has pre-ordered and who cannot wait, because that's me. I cannot wait for them to arrive. So exciting. Right, I still haven't decided how I'm going to do the inside, but I will do the border in the matching teal colour. think that's this one all done. Yeah, not entirely sure the direction I'm going to go for the rest, but I'm thinking maybe something like, this one's teal, this one's pink, that one can be purple, the kind of magenta colour, and then shift them for here, so like this is teal, that's pink, that's purple. Something like that. I'm not sure, because I don't think I necessarily want to have this green or the kind of light pink be a main colour. Because there's 5 colours, makes it hard to incorporate for a 6 colour palette, but having 3 different ones, that works. Going to pre-order on Tuesday. Where is the best place to get them from? Oh, Michelle, I ordered from, I keep forgetting the name of it, Creative Image Studio. So I just Google searched the 20 new polychromos, found the result, went on the shopping tab and compared the different prices, because they're $56 on Amazon, they are $45 on Cult Pens, and they were £40 on Creative Image Studio. So I ordered it from there. It is $4.95 for the shipping, but with Cult Pens you'd have to pay for the shipping on top of that as well. So basically, girl math, it's free shipping compared to Cult Pens. And I thought, well, why not give this independent site a little go? Why not? Right, so let's get the wheel back up on screen. And I will spin for the next prompt. I think this is number 5. I feel like I'm racing through these. I've been live for what, an hour? Yeah. What is it? Circle. Nice easy one. Plenty of circles in this book. In fact, plenty of circles with flowers in this book. There we go. But those 3 sites are the only ones that I could see that were available for the UK at least. And for now at least. Okay. Let's find a circle. I think I might do one of these and get some of them done. I need some replacement prismas too. Hopefully they sell them on there. Nice circles as well. Circles and squares. That's a circle. That's a circle. Lots of circular things here. You can interpret it however you like you could colour that plant pot because there's a circle on there. I feel like circle isn't a word anymore. It sounds weird. Circle. Circle. Oh no, I hate it. Hate the word. I don't like it anymore. I've ruined circles. Right, yeah, I'll do one of these. Right. Close my eyes and point that one. I'm kind of pointing at 2. Let's do this one then. Right, it's an all blue palette, which is kind of fun. Let's do 30 and maybe, what's that? Combined a couple there. Is that 83? What is 83? Or is that 63? That's 63. I layered some for that dusty lavender colour, so 63 and 330 to get that colour. And then maybe 36 as well. Oh, haven't changed the prompt. Let's do that quickly. Circle. There we go. Right, let's do... I think I'll make all the leaves the same colour. Might make them all this dark blue. Happens to me with butter once. I remember in generic US accent, butter, 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 bread and butter. got lots of dots around them, so I think I will probably end up using a metallic gel pen for those, because that will be cute. Just layer those together. Adele, welcome! How the heck did I miss the stream? Because it was a bonus one, a little spontaneous live, because I was in the mood. But you're here! I've only been going for about an hour or so. Maybe a little over an hour. But yeah, thanks for being here. And you found it! So this is the great thing about the Discord. Shameless plug. Join the Discord if you're not already, because you can see when, if I ever do like a bonus live, I'll always post it in there. If it's a regular stream for me, I won't spam it. I won't be posting there every time I go live. But if I do a bonus one, I'll pop it in there. Or if it's for like a special occasion or something, I'll announce it there. And then I will use the grey for these ones. It's meant to be ice white according to the palette, but I just made it grey. It's the best I had. There's a colour in the new polys that would be perfect for that, from what I can see. Like a super pale blue. I love how Faber-Castell actually clearly listened to what people wanted with the polychromos, because I think there's nothing worse than a pencil company coming up with new colours and they're all just like reds, oranges, yellows and greens. Like, you've got a great selection of those. Give us the gaps, and it really feels like they have filled these gaps very well with the new pencils. The only thing I think it's missing is a couple of peaches, because there really isn't any peach in the polys. You've got some coral colours but no peach, not at all, nothing. And by peach I'm meaning something like these colours here that you have in the Black Widows. They're my, if I have a page where I want to include peach, Black Widows are my go-to, because they've got such a good range. But yeah, something like this colour, and maybe like this darker one as well, would have been great for the polychromos. I sometimes envy people who can do limited palettes. I just go, it's not logical for someone to have a tablecloth the exact colour of their hair. It has to be a different yellow. I mean, you're colouring more realistically, because yeah, that's life. Not everything is matchy-matchy, and I definitely fall down the trap of sometimes making my page too matchy-matchy and it being almost a detriment. But I like a limited palette, what can I say? Good morning, Ilex. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. I am on the next prompt. We'll do a little recap for those who have just joined and want to see what prompts have been spun in, because that's an easy way for me to share. You go on this little trophy. So I've done snail, bird, shell, castle and circle so far. And we're going to spin for prompt number 6. I'm still trying to get to lots of new different ones as best I can. Ooh, pine tree. I can't think of something with a pine tree, because the one I can think of with a pine tree, I've actually already coloured those pine trees. But I'm sure there's something else. pine tree. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the 4 islands as well. But I will check for anything else, anything at the back. Any on this little thing. I'm like, going around a circle. I also like a limited palette, but sometimes I'll add in 1 or 2 colours if needed. Like if there's foliage, I'll add a green. Yeah, me too. I kind of consider green as a neutral sometimes. Like, because if there's foliage, like, add a green, no problem. Or I'll add in like a grey, a brown, any neutrals I think are good to add in to palettes. I mean, you can do whatever you like. There's no restrictions. Yeah, and these are the pine trees I've done. Which I think was the first episode, actually. There weren't too many trees in this book. Because I picked that 4 tree. Because I didn't want to colour any of the others yet. They're all little bushy trees. Alex, my newest nibbling. I mean, that's a tree, but it's not a pine tree. Ah, already coloured that. Already coloured the pine tree. Or the one with a pine tree. Oh dear, I've coloured myself into a corner. I've coloured all the pine trees. Right, we'll skip over that. I'll spin again. If you haven't coloured either of those pages, feel free. Oh, quick wheel, let's go. Would you ever do one of Claire's roulettes? With the biggest respect, no. Okay, tulip. I'm sure. I don't think I've coloured any tulips yet, so that'll be good. And it doesn't have to be an exact tulip. Johanna is notorious for making up flowers, so just anything that looks tulip-esque. There's probably one on this page, actually. Like, I'd say that looks tulip-esque. Tulip-esque. Nope. And hey, if you think it looks like a tulip, it looks like a tulip. Lol, coward. I am a coward. When it comes to... I would be interested in doing something which was a specific prompt that you've got to find on the page. You've got to include at least like 2 or 3 randomly selected colours, or even just 1. But I don't want to be restricted by medium. Nope, nope, nope. Never, never. But I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to be restricted by that. And the idea of having such a limited colour palette that is randomly selected so they don't necessarily go to, just stresses me out. Right, what am I looking for? Tulip. These are all kind of daisy-ish. There we go, 2 new words for you, tulip-esque and daisy-ish. Ran into neighbours, stood outside and talked. One neighbour was cooking Italian, so I went inside to check it out. People are outside again. I feel like a regular human being. Woo-woo. I agree. I don't want my colouring to be stressful or forced into doing things I don't want or don't like. Yeah, like I love finding like a specific prompt, like bottle. Like find a page with a bottle. It must include purple and green, kind of thing. That's fun. To find a page with a bottle that must include neon orange, mahogany, teal, and no, that's not fun for me. And it's also got to use watercolour pencils or your least favourite medium. No, I don't want to do it. I'm sorry. All the respect, but no. No. I have a plan for colour roulette, but I also have the eternal problem of too many plans. And with the addition of not enough time. Forever, forever. Right, no, not there, not there. Any here? Ooh. Those look like tulips. I don't know if I fancy colouring that whole market stall, but I might do like these plants on the side. Do that. Maybe, maybe. Then it will be less overwhelming to finish later. Any of those look like tulips? Not particularly. Any there? Nope. I think there's more tulip looking flowers in Small Victories. Right, do I colour this one? I'm going to do this one. Be brave, be bold. Oh god, what colour do I do these? Oh, I've got the purples. Purple tulips there. That's nice. I thought it was random and limited till I realised if I use watercolours I can make almost all colours except red. So on my page it's got many more colours all made by the 6. Yeah, I just don't like... I'm not a mixer, so I don't like that idea either. It's another thing I'm not... Nah, can't be bothered. 6 random colours, 2 specific media, 1 required element. You're allowed black, white and skin colours if people are in the picture. It is a bitch this month, won't lie, but it feels good to get through it. Take that, stupid neon orange. I watched her picking video because they're fun to watch. And it was the fact that she had mahogany jump out. She was like, no mahogany, we used that last time. And then she picks out neon orange that was used last time, and it's like... I feel like everyone who participates in it was probably screaming at her saying, skip it! But I think if it has been used in the previous month, re-roll. Like, just take them out of the selection just to bring in some variety. Right, let's bring out that. And 38. There it is. Got 54 there, 38, is that 38? Yeah. And then I'll bring out 16 as well. I don't think I'll use the brown on these bits. Oh no, I might use it for that little stool there. Number 7. I actually found it as stressful as I thought, just experimented. Love it. And good for you. Add a side of PDA, pathological demand avoidance, and you'll see why I am freaking out about something that's supposed to be a relaxing hobby. For sure. For sure. Right, let's sharpen that one. That's a bit blunt. When the world is no longer a dystopia, maybe I can choose to stress myself out with things like this. But until the regular world is to come, Kimberlyn won't be doing stressful colouring. That is a good choice for Kimberlyn, indeed. Hello, Andrea. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. That is Andrea, as in Glitter Day. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm doubting myself. I think it is. I might... Oh, I think my brain's breaking. Let me know if I'm wrong. It is Andrew. I was like having a little crisis there. I was like, pretty sure it is, but is it? And I was like, are you someone different? Went through a lot then. Right, there we go. Tulips done. Nah, I'm going to carry on. There we go. Right, let's do a few more. It'll be nice to, when I come to this next time I find a prompt for this page, to just do this section rather than these two on the side as well. Will make it seem just that little less daunting, which is always appreciated. Right, what greens did I use here? Oh, I think it looks like 55. I'm just trying to work out if I used anything else. I think just 55. You need to make a little cheat sheet and stick it next to your time zone converter. Yeah. Yeah, like a who's who. Match the name to the channel name. I know some people do that. They'll like write it down. I don't. I just try my best to remember, and I do remember eventually. I do. It may take me several attempts, but often, like by the third time I go, "What's your name?" then it sticks. Because I'm like, right, I cannot forget this again. Nice surprise catching you live 2 times in the same week. Yes, totally spontaneous. A random winter has appeared. Welcome, Melissa. Lovely to see you. Hope you are having a good morning. You just arisen for the day. Once you know who is who, you can cross that one off. Yes. I kind of want to play Guess Who, but with people's names. It's like, yep, can shut that one down. I know that. That's in the brain now. Yeah, these greens look correct. Kind of want to... maybe don't. I was thinking about blending it into the blue, but I felt like, nah. I am. It's 11 AM here, so now I've been up since 8, but I'm so glad to stumble upon you live. Well, welcome in. And hello, Sue. Welcome, welcome. Guess what was in the supermarket this morning? Michigan grown. We talked about it 2 days ago. Michigan grown. I'm like, we may have talked about it 2 days ago, but I cannot think of what that refers to. Michigan grown. I don't know. As my mum would say, yeah, but I've slept since then. If I say, I did tell you this, she goes, yeah, but I've been asleep since then. It's whenever I'm live, I'm like, I did tell you that I'm starting to do this regularly. I've slept since then. I don't remember. Here's a hint. Stormside Design. Yeah, still nothing. Sorry. I've got nothing. Ah, the cherries. The cherries. I get it. I get it now. I remember. The cherries, girl. Sweet cherries. There we go. I was like, what's Michigan grown? It could be anything. It's cherries. Cherries or apples. Well, there we go. That's what I say. I've slept since then. Even the grandchildren now know. Love that. Hiya, Kimberly. Welcome. Nice surprise. Thanks for joining. Yeah, little spontaneous stream. I finished work and I was like, I've got energy today, let's go. And I sat down at my desk and I was like, what do I want to colour? And I was like, I want to page hop, but I want to do it with people. I want to get more stuff done in Inklings, and I'm doing this all on lives. Cherries harvest is in. Love it. You also saw the very first sweet corn this morning. We buy ridiculous amounts of cherry stuff when we go to Michigan. Nice. I'm so happy because I was able to buy it from Vinted today. The Fabulous Frogs Colouring Heaven. Another one influenced by Jess. Hey, it is a good one. It is a great one. And I think it's amazing to be able to discover Stormside Design. I think a lot of people have since now. It's the first book they've got of hers, because she is an independent publisher. She self-publishes and it all ships from her own home, so it means that she doesn't quite get as much traction as, say, someone on Amazon would, and her books are more expensive because of it, but they are amazing quality, really great paper. So yeah, it's nice that she's got this Colouring Heaven. And I hope to see her do more in the future. Right, there we go. Tulip. Just do those ones down the side. I'm going to lurk and colour. Lurk away and colour away, Nikki. We have some early apples that are ripe in July, but they're not sold in supermarkets because they bruise and go bad very quickly. Only if you have a grandma with a garden, yeah. I think one was a cherry mustard one year. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I saw it the other night when I ran out for dog food in the Hazardere. Our big box craft store is next to the pet food store, so I went in and they had it. Love it. Love it, love it. I'm fortunate that they are stocked in most supermarkets in the UK, especially the like the ones that you get with the subscription. What are they called? The collections? No. Specials. The specials. Those are almost always found in every big supermarket. But it's the collections or the presents. Sometimes they're only found in the even bigger ones. Right, so let's grab the prompt wheel. Go to the next one. I wish with the results thing there was a way to remove one result, to be like, nope, not having that. But alas, there is not. Planning on getting more of her books, I just can't decide which ones to get, and also saving up a little to get 3 of them at once to save on shipping. Yes, that's what I did as well. Thought might as well. Ooh, coral. Nice. I don't think I've done any of the fishy ones yet, which will be good to get one of them started. It's so good. My mum and I are going to Southaven as soon as it cools a little. We're hitting up the stores for cherry salsa and barbecue sauce. Ooh, cherry salsa. Can't even imagine what that would taste like. My mum loves cherries. Right, what am I looking for? Coral. Coral. Like on this one. So maybe one of them. Oh god, that's a tricky colour palette though. There's coral on that guy. I don't think that yet. Any more underwatery ones? There's that one but no coral on it. Oh, there's this one. I could do just all the coral and then do the fish at a different time. That's a good idea. And that's everything. Yep, so I could do all the coral on that. Or one of these little ones. I think this one. I think it's been 5 years since we went to Michigan. Come on, Chris. You've got a hookup now. I do remember you mentioned a Colouring Heaven. Just didn't realise it was the frog one. There you go. You're thinking about getting a couple books too. If you can't make it this summer, maybe next. We'd for sure have to do a meet-up. Yeah. I have 4 vehicles and they're all broken in some way. No! So I think, just for ease, I'll do all the coral pink. Which is, what's that, 25. There we are. I did change the prompt, yes I did. Cherry salsa, never heard of it, but it sounds delicious. I kind of can't imagine what it would taste like. I've only ever had regular salsa. And I'm a mild salsa girl. I'm very not spicy. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of spice, but I would just really rather not have any. Right, there we go. Not entirely sure how I'm going to colour the fish yet, but I'll cross that when I get to it. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 4 colours. How British of me. Yeah. Not liking spice, basically. Apparently it's on Amazon, made by the Amish. Oh. There's that joke, how Great Britain conquered half the world for spices just to never use them. I mean, that may have been true 50 years ago, but it's definitely not the case now. I'd say I'm in the minority not liking spice. So you would not eat the flaming hot Cheetos then? No, I don't eat any hot crisps. The only one I will is sweet chili, because I feel like those actually have like a flavour to them, and they don't tend to be very hot at all. But still, I probably wouldn't choose them. I'm back. Gran surprised me with Chuck and Alfredo. Ooh. And then was like, hey, help me move furniture. I have no business moving. Oh, old ladies aren't good for that kind of thing. But welcome back, ILX. Just bought Mini Mania 1 to try Gabby Wolf. Ooh, I think you'll love it, Emma. I think you will. A nice variety of different kinds of pages in Mini Mania. I like some full scenes, some little individual objects, some in like a bordered design. Kind of like spicy food, but my stomach doesn't. Yeah, there's trouble with that. Can't get enough sweet corn. I hate sweet corn. It's never tasted good to me. I think it smells grim. I think it tastes grim. My mum loves it. I think once I've done this coral, I will I'll grab a drink refill and a little snack. It's the chess, we cannot be friends. Oh dear, friendship over. That's it. The sweet corn that broke the camel's back. Hey, no, we can. I think it's good to be friends with someone that hates a food you love, because it means you get all of mine. If I get corn on the cob as a side, you can have it. It's all you. Wonder if you've ever had good corn? Probably not. But I have tried corn on the cob because I had a weird thing when I was younger. I still do, to be honest, where I have a thing against frozen veg. The only frozen veg I'll eat are peas. Because, I mean, who's posh enough to eat not frozen peas? And I thought maybe it's the same with sweet corn, I just don't like frozen sweet corn. And then I tried a corn on the cob, I was like, nah, tastes the exact same. The difference, the only thing I do like are baby corn. They don't taste like sweet corn at all. I love baby corn. Off the cob with butter and salt, OMG. Yeah, that's the thing, I'm not a big butter fan. So, it doesn't matter how much butter you put on it, it ain't gonna do it for me. If I couldn't be friends with people who love foods I hate, I would be friendless. I'm with you on this. The 3 C's I hate: celery, sweet corn and cilantro. Or as we'd call it, coriander, which still begins with a C. I do like coriander. I don't have the coriander tastes like soap gene, which is a specific gene that you either have or don't have. on the grill with tahini. I don't even know what tahini tastes like. It's become quite a popular thing. I've just got no idea. I don't think it's that common in the UK. It seems more of an American thing. You got the soap taste gene, so no thanks. I like all the C's. Yeah, how about corn with cilantro on it and a side of celery. All of them. Now, I like celery. My mum hates celery. But me and my dad loves it. I like it. Don't like too much of it. It's a bit much. It's because you're from Europe, you're missing out on the American foods, and I mean indigenous. A side of celery. We've got the coriander soap gene. We have a Creole seasoning called Tony's where I live. I've heard it tastes like tahini with garlic. And that's the other thing. I've said this before, and I completely recognise and understand that this is a very, very strange thing to not like. But I hate garlic. And yes, I know garlic comes in almost every food. If I can't taste the garlic, I'm fine. But if garlic is like a main flavour, like it's a garlic sauce, it's a garlic butter, garlic oil drizzled on top, hate it. It just tastes grim. I've always hated it. Even the smell of it. We would walk past like pizza places and I'd be like, oh, what is that smell? And someone would be like, oh, it smells really good. I'd be like, no, it stinks. It's just garlic bread. Hate it. I blame my granddad. No one hates on him for not liking garlic, but I'm the weird one. Just because he's in his 80s, people don't question him. Beet eating celery is what I imagine eating a handful of grass tastes like, yeah. I accidentally bought watermelon popsicles with tahini and my kids almost died. Oh my gosh. Corn with cilantro, celery and chicken wings, boneless. My food should be ready to eat, which means no bones. Yeah. I don't mind stuff on the bone, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not bother with that. I feel like I'm not eating the full thing because you're not eating the bone, even though that sounds a bit stupid. Celery is an okay vehicle for other things, but by itself, no thanks. Definitely, yeah. I like celery with hummus, celery with a load of salad cream, but on its own, or like a celery within a salad. That's okay. Also bought the new Camellia book, the dragon one. Oh yeah, it was, I don't know what it's called. It's a Spellbound Scenes one. Something like 30 magical spellbound scenes or dragon. I don't know. But I do know the one you're on about. It looks really cool. If I didn't already have so many Camellias, I would have probably got it. For me, a Camellia Angel Cover book has to absolutely wow me out the water. Like the 26 Letters one did earlier this year. That wowed me. I'm very picky with them now. Right, there we go. Quite like just seeing all the coral done. I don't want to colour anything else. It's great. I'm not there, but I've been following some accounts recently from Louisiana. Like the Camellia books, but for real, she is making them quicker than I am colouring. Adele, she's been releasing a book a month for, I want to say, like 3 years or 4 years. Like an insane number of years. A book a month. Which is just insane. She must just constantly be drawing. And it's the fact that it's 50. 50 takes a long time. I know some of them are now 30, or she's done like countdowns like 25, 26. But yeah, it's a lot. But fair play. Hello Ivy, welcome. Lovely to see you. And hello Jen, welcome back. Now you've just joined and come back. I am going to pop you on the Be Back Soon screen for just a minute. I'm going to have a drink refresh, go to the toilet, and maybe grab a snack. So I will spin for the next prompt, just because I like to know what I'm doing before I leave. Let's face it, she has to be recycling elements digitally at this point, which I'm okay with. That's the thing, if she does it in such a way that is very unnoticeable. Like, I haven't noticed it like, oh, this looks the exact same bunny as here. Like, it'll be similar ideas for sure. But yeah. I thought that was going to be fish. I could have done that. Ooh, watering can. I think there's a couple of pages with watering cans on them. Watering can. I will find the page before I pop off. Oh, where did that one go? That one goes there. That one goes there. Right, anything behind here? Nope. I do remember seeing a watering can earlier today. We got one there. Could do that. They're fascinating folks. I used to follow one bloke from Cajun country myself, that he lost my favour when he posted a video bashing other religions to promote. I was like, yeah, nah, not about that. Believe what you want to believe, but don't hate what others believe, because they could be doing the same about you. And how would you feel? There's a watering can there. Could do that. I've noticed it with one of the witches in Cloudy Scenes. It's the same as the mermaid in Aquatic Scenes, but it's okay. It's her art and she drew the originals. And you're right, they do flow. Nothing looks copied and pasted. Yeah. Which, that's kind of... I mean, Disney used to do that. They would reuse animation, like the same frames of like characters dancing, but they would change the characters within it. So it's almost the same idea as that. The same pose, face, but different characters. Yeah, to be using that once or twice, like, that's fine. You deserve to take shortcuts. That's a teapot, not a watering can. Is there one there? Don't think so. There isn't one there. Yeah. I think I will do this one and get this page started, although I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to colour this page. I might give it like this peach colour. I think I'll do this, like these like the bits on the floor, and do that, and then another day I can do the car itself, another day I can do the cat, another day I can do a flag, and do it like that. Teapots are just cans for people. I love that. What is a teapot but a tea watering can? Or a watering can is a teapot for plants. Do it the other way around. As long as you're not copying the exact same flower circles and slapping frames on them. You said it. You said it. This stupid page where I've got to colour these exact same flowers twice over. And it's not like this isn't repetitive enough. Because yes, if you have this book, these florals are the exact same as these, just it's got a square round. Johanna, why? And to make it even worse, there's another quite similar small circular floral page. And they're all really close to each other. I thought this was bad enough. I was like, okay, but at least they are different to this. And then I got to this one, I was like, hang on, I've seen these before. There they are. But yeah, didn't even change the order. Or flipped them, you know? Like just mirror imaged them. Yeah. Johanna? Why? Why? Right, on that note, I'm going to leave and grab a drink and calm myself down. As my mum would say, calm down, dear, it's not that deep. Yeah, bad form. Really bad form. I think... don't like that. Makes me feel icky. Right, I accidentally pressed the wheel instead of the back screen. Okay, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Right, I am back, and that was a little longer than expected because I went downstairs to make my drink and then my sister walked through the door and handed me a baby. So I had to hold him for a little bit. And she sort of got her stuff in and got herself situated in the house. Got the buggy in and whatnot. But yeah, I'm back. Had some little cuddles with my nephew. Surprise adoption! Not quite. Surprise nephew. No, I did know she was coming around, but I thought it was going to be later. I thought it was going to be my mum and dad coming home, and it wasn't. It was her, and I was like, "Oh, hello, hello. What you doing here?" And I was like, "Right, got to leave you. I'm going upstairs. I'm sorry." But she's going to feed him, so that's fine. Right, let's colour this watering can. Morning, Leisha. Welcome. Didn't know you were streaming today. Glad I can make this one. It is a bit of a spontaneous live. I've accidentally touched my glasses and I've got a smear. Spontaneous live today. I just had the feeling, so I did. So here I am. And hello, Penny. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I love this colour for a watering can. Pretty. We love a spontaneous live, as do I. I feel like those are always the most fun. And you're like, ooh, wasn't expecting to see you here. Let's go. Yeah, because I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to my grandma's. Right, the whole family's coming. Me, my mum, dad, and my sister, and my nephew. So that'll be nice. And I'm sure we will see my auntie and cousins as well, because I bet they'd like to meet the baby. And they live just next door to my grandma. So glad I caught you spontaneous live. I'm working on finishing my Genie page in Sargon. Lovely stuff. I was hoping to colour that this week and then it just did not happen. Other things happened this week and that did not. But I will prioritise it for next week and should be able to get that done as I've got the week off work. Weep boop. So I'm in holiday mode now. Okay. Right, we'll do this like a jug of lemonade as we've got yellow in the palette. Sometimes when one of our cats is bothering me, I just pick him up and hand him to my husband right here on the shed. Well, this time my nephew wasn't doing anything. She just needed to get in the house and move her stuff. And so she was just like, here you go. I was like, well, I'm not going to complain. Okay, let's do blue and white striped planter here. And let's do a pink trowel to match. In the US, would you also call this a trowel? I don't know if that's a specific English word. Would you call it something else? Let me know. I'll ask all the fun questions on stream. Do you call this a trowel? You do? Okay. Good to know. There we are. It's like, it's one of those things where I'm like, is that just like a silly little English word? Well, not silly. Call it a shovel or a spade. My dad just calls it a spade. For me, a spade is like a big one, whereas a trowel, that's a little handheld one. A shovel or a spade would be the one you put your foot in to get it out. Yeah, with the long handle. think I may have made them a bit too dark, although polys are working in Sargon better than Prismas are. Interesting, because I actually think I prefer Prismas in that book compared to polys. But each to their own, eh? Yeah. I think I'm gonna make these stripes this teal colour as well. There we go, I can hear my parents have got home now, so that's alright, they're not downstairs alone. Not that they are not trusted alone, but she was feeding him, so it's alright. Google says a shovel has a shield-shaped bottom part and a spade has a square one. Oh. Well, there you go. I did not know that there was a difference. I thought it was one of those, you know, when two words can have the same meaning. Is it homophone? Gramophone? Something phone? Something about a phone. Right, there we go. That's that page started. I think I've touched my glasses in another spot as well. I'm not qualified enough to sure. Lithuania will be calling them the same. Yeah, that's the trouble as well. I feel like proper gardeners would probably know the proper name. Like, oh yes, the shield shape. That's a shovel. But in layman's terms, you'd be calling it something different. Digging implement is the diggerer. Right, let's spin the wheel another time. Yeah, nice quick one, just those little items at the bottom there. It's a tool. It feels good to be colouring again. You're just finishing up a page in Teddy Bear Therapy with the Derwent drawing. Oh yeah, those pages are always great little easy wins. Right, what was that? I just... drink. I fully just got rid of it without really taking it in. Right, drink is the next prompt. In fact, I could start this page. Do these teas. Because tea is a drink. But I'll have a look for my other options as well. Dale, that reminds me of when Dot was a baby. She was a he then. We were in the car on a long trip. Traffic was standstill. Baby was wailing, and Aaron said very patiently and measured, "Find something to put in its mouth." Oh dear. Right, I'm looking for a drink. Milkshake? Nah. Cup of tea there. I've already started those. Ooh, the boba. I kind of want to colour this whole page first and then come to this one though, so I'll leave that for now. Dee dum dee dum 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 dum. We got drinks on there. Anything towards the back. It's all very florally with the random robots towards the back. I think I will do this page then. Do these. There we go. Do the teapots pouring into the teacups. Is there a drink in that random objects page? Probably. Yeah, there's a bubble tea there. And that's a mug of some kind of drink. Yeah. I'm going to do this one. I've already got the pencils out as well, so that's great. I just need to grab out some browns. Oh. Pencils went away from me. Jen's got to go. Hope everyone has a lovely weekend. You too, Jen. Thanks for being here. remember when I was babysitting my youngest nephew, his problem was he hated the pacifier and always wanted the real thing in his mouth. I had to get him sleepy somehow and sneakily put the pacifier in, otherwise the sirens went off. Oh, bless. That's something we call different in the UK. We call them dummies. I don't know what was wrong with me yesterday, but my dad was making a wrap and he was spreading on lime pickle onto his wrap because we were having some Indian chicken wraps. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like something that belongs in my nephew's diaper. And then I was like, why did I just say diaper? I've been watching too much American stuff. I've been watching too many American YouTubers. My parents are like, I'm ready to disown you. But it's like, as soon as I said it, felt so natural to say it. And then as soon as I said it, I was like, what have I done? What is that? That ain't me. It's a nappy. In Lithuania we call it kulptukas, which translates to sucker. I mean, makes sense. It does what it says on the tin. What do? You sucker it. I have the opposite problem. I say several UK-isms due to consuming Doctor Who one summer. I need some examples. Because there's so many words that I don't realise as specifically British until I watch a video of someone going, words I never knew existed until I moved to the UK. And I'm like, oh, okay. Fair enough. You have to cuddle them up to your breast really closely, then give them the pacifier. We always called it the pluggy in my house. Passy, diaper, stroller. Yeah, that would be dummy, nappy, buggy. Basically, you just make anything and just put a Y on the end. That's British for you. Yeah, we'd call it a buggy. A pram would be for a baby, and a buggy is more for when you're like toddler age. Like, I would distinguish between a pram and a buggy. Buggy is more universal. I'd call any child moving thing a buggy, but a pram would just be for a baby. You know, the ones which have them lying rather than sitting up. That would be a pram. That happens to me all the time. Little phrases that you've always used come out of my mouth, and my family just looks at me like, oh yeah, what was it that you were saying? You said something to your husband and you were like, you've been watching too much of me. Oh, it was something like... It was a phrase. A full phrase. And I couldn't believe it was something that was specifically British. I was like, what would you say instead? Oh, it was like... What you want about, that was it. That was the phrase, it was what you want about. It suddenly came, I was like, right, it's something questioning. Don't have a Scooby came out of my mouth the other day. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. We were talking about that on... Was it Helen's stream? It was what you're on about. Yes, it was. I remember now. And I was like, what would you say? A buggy is an old-fashioned one like in colouring books. That would be more a pram, the one you're thinking of in Third Tale. Like, a pram is for babies. When they're, like, lying down. Like an old-fashioned one, I'd call that a pram. But, say, like, a 1-2-year-old sitting upright in a buggy, that's a buggy. And on the go is standard verbiage now. I have 57 whips on the go. I'm sorry, on the go is specifically British? Or me? Or just me? Or is that just specifically me? would you say instead? It's things like this where I'm like, what would you say instead? I cannot even think. Where did this come from? No. It's not American. Oh, Kimberlin would say on the go. I don't think it's British. Okay. Maybe it's just you, Chris. My friends and I borrow each other's language all the time. My best friend curses me every time he says sweet dingle. On the go. Yeah. Do lots of things on the go. Right, what colour do I want to do these? Let's think about what colour I do everything else. I mean, pink, this like peachy colour, for that I'm thinking. Then maybe the teacups could also be that peach colour, but with like blue stripes coming through them. I don't know. I'd want to do these blue, that blue. These would be yellow. Maybe I need a bit more yellow, so maybe do the teacups yellow. So, big decisions. I'm going to start with these. In fact, actually, I'm going to start by colouring the hearts. I'm going to use one of these brown colours. And then I don't have to worry about avoiding them, I can just colour straight over the top. Top tip, colour with a darker colour first, and then when you're colouring with the lighter colour, you don't have to worry about avoiding the tiny little shapes. I would say I have 57 whips before on the go. On the go is for stuff that you do out the house. We'll pick some water and snacks on the go. I also say that. I catch myself saying to Hunter I need a wee. I didn't realise saying wee was so British, but there we go. But even things like, if I was out and about, I would say, where's the bathroom? Or where's the toilet? Whereas in the US you say, where's the restroom? We don't call it that here. Oh, hi Betty, welcome. Just wanted to say hello to you in chat, just going to watch a while, thanks for being here. And hi Ali, wasn't expecting to see you live today. Yeah, little bonus live, because I felt like it. Simple as, I felt like it. Bathroom is also common here. Restroom in public, bathroom at home. Yeah, I'd say bathroom out in public as well as at the home. But do you ever use we to mean little? No, that's more Scottish and Irish rather than English and Welsh. I do find myself using it more because of watching like Amanda and Lisa, because they say it a lot. I love seeing Amanda's posts on Instagram. She's like, a wee buddy colour. So it's not just a buddy colour, it's a wee buddy colour. Wee. Exactly. I mean, sometimes I will use it. I'll be like, oh look, it's a little wee bumblebee, for example. But not regularly. Hello Anne, welcome. No apologies necessary for being late. Always spend the time with family. In fact, the reason I'm streaming today is because I'm not streaming tomorrow, because I'm spending time with family. But there's still a couple of live streams going on tomorrow, as usual. We've got Helen at Helen's Heartworks. She's just started live streaming on a Sunday. And then also Adri, Colour by Adri. So Helen's will finish just in time for Adri's, so it'll be a nice little stream train going on. I love these convos about the differences, it's so interesting and fun. Definitely, I love it too. Because it's things that you just don't even think about, because you're so used to saying it, you don't realise how specific it is to you. I didn't know until I went to uni that the word somewhen isn't a word. Like, somewhen is in all one word. Oh, when are you going to go to the shops? Oh, I'll do it somewhen today. Or I'd also say anywhen as all in one word, and that is very regional specific to the southwest. And I didn't know that until I went to uni, and people would be like, what are you on about? Somewhen? That's not a word. It's sometime. No, somewhen. In the States, we say spishy splashy pee poo room. Stop lying to me. Does anyone say the loo? Yeah, I say the loo. Yeah. I'm just going to go to the loo. Or, say I'm in a client's house, I'll be like, oh, I'm just going to use your loo a minute, okay? I'd probably say toilet more than loo, though. I say loo when I'm being silly. I also love euphemisms for going to the bathroom. Yes. Take a tinkle. Just going to have a tinkle. We'll say that. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to need more yellow around the centre. These will be little lemon slices. Might make these tea bags yellow. I don't know. I'm going to do the teacups yellow. Yeah. Highly recommend Lost in the Pond for US/UK differences. I love that channel. He's great. Yeah. Because he's a Brit living in the US, I think. Yes. Yeah. They'll often comment on it. And on the flip side of it, I also watched this guy called Evan Edinger, and he's a American living in the UK, and has done a lot of differences videos and things like that. He does a lot more other stuff though. It's not specifically about that. Someone's house, we also say powder room. Oh, that's a bit fancy, that. Lithuanian, we say visit the dwarfs, or go where even the king walks on foot. I love that. That's funny. Visit the dwarfs. Which is just a half bathroom that doesn't have a bath/shower, just a toilet and a sink. Oh my gosh, what would we call that? We just call it a half bath? No. I think we just call it a toilet. We just call it a toilet room. I can't think of anything else of what it might be called. Maybe like a utility room? Often there's like a little toilet there. Or downstairs loo. Powder room is very posh, yes. We also don't say posh, we say fancy. Ah, so posh is British. I mean, we've got a lot of posh people. Well, not a lot. At least not around here. Barely any posh people around here. I'm just talking about the royal family, they're posh. Aristocratic society. Spouse gave me a Lost in the Pond t-shirt at Christmas one year. I need one from Rob Words. Oh, I love his channel. I've recently got into watching him, Rob Words. Yeah, he what was I watching? The history of names, how no names are English. There's very few. Like Alfred, that's like one of the only actual English names. Every other name comes from all different parts of the Europe, mainly, or Vikings or whatnot. I quite enjoy watching these videos just before I go to bed. Nice and relaxing. Or if you mean wealthy, we'd say rich. We'd also say rich. Or well off. What prompt am I working on? Drink. Did anyone say cloakroom? We say cloakroom. That's if you like go to, say, a museum. You put your coats in the cloakroom. Sometimes there's a charge for it. But that's the only time I would sort of hear of the word cloakroom being used. Right, I'm just going to do the little leaves. And I might do the cupcakes as well. My head well off is a step below rich. Oh yeah. Yeah, rich is like, you're rich. Well off is like, you're doing pretty well. I mean, more than pretty well. You're doing well. You're well off. Rich is like, you are rich. Like, I cannot compare. Coat check here. Ah. Eat the posh. Well off is someone who can afford a nice house and a nice car, and rich is someone who can afford a mansion and a yacht. I'd agree with you there, yeah. I'm thinking about some of my clients of past and present. And someone would say are well off, but there's only been one rich one. And by rich, I mean he had an indoor pool. People don't have pools. Like swimming pool. People don't have pools here, let alone an indoor one. That's rich. I mean, if anyone has a pool around here, you're like, that's rich. They are proper rich. When you go and see a show sometimes, yeah, exactly, yeah, that'll be a cloakroom. I feel like here, well off is comfortable. Ugh, I kind of hate that. And how are you doing? We're comfortable. I feel like it's such a, I'm so much better than you, like, kind of sneering down your nose. We're comfortable. I don't like that. Didn't know it was a bad term. I think it may just be me. I'll be honest. Oh, I missed a spout here. Just checking which side of it I shaded. That one. There we go. Sorry, I had to run and make breakfast and coffee. Coffee, no worries at all. I like bougie. Bougie's a fun word. I feel like bougie's kind of like I'm making fun of you a little bit, like, ooh, you shop at M&S, that's bougie. Like, you know, you're sort of like teasing someone, you call them bougie. It also reminds me of The Apprentice a few years back. One of the tasks they did was to create their own cruise line company and like come up with the branding and the name and whatnot for it. And they decided to call their cruise line company Bougie Cruises. And everyone was like, what does that mean? And I just always think of that and how calling something Bougie Cruises is like the least bougie thing you could ever do. non-bougie people who are comfortable generally say, we're doing all right, yeah. We're doing all right. I always say I'm comfortable because I can afford everything I need, but I'm not out there buying designer crap. Oh yeah, I'm not on about that sense, like, oh yeah, we're comfortable. Like, it's the people who are like proper well off, and they're just like, we're comfortable. They're like, kind of like, like air of something. I'm better than you. That's just me. Again, I'm just generalizing. For me, comfortable means not rich, but also not stressing about finances. Yeah, I think, like, inherently that's what it means. Like, people who are comfortable, but it's some of the specific people who will say it, and you're just like, you're more than comfortable, come on, shut up. What are you going to do if you run out of a pencil in your design journey set? Probably cry, scream. No. I don't know. I don't know if I would replace them. I would probably just let them run out and use a different pencil set to replace that colour kind of thing. Adele, you can be comfortable and not a douchebag. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Use douchebag or d-bag. What words do people use for douchebag? I think the very British word would be twat. Like, you get an idiot in public, they're a twat. We say twats. Like, drive down the road and someone does something stupid and you're just like, what a twat. If I'm speaking in English, arsehole or jerk. Also, welcome if you're joining the stream. Arsehole, jerk, twat. Fanny features. Just all the insults. Arsehat. And the condition of being an arsehat is called arsehattery. I use douchebag because I watch too much Supernatural. English version might be dickhead. Yeah, dickhead. I wouldn't use dickhead that often. I'd say twat. I like the way Brits pronounce twat. Whenever I think of the American pronunciation, I think of Easy 8, and when I was watching that as a teenager and being like, what's a twat? Like, T-W-O-T. And also, why are you spelling it like twat with your P's? If you've never watched the film, you're going to be like, what? But I was like, what is a twat? And she was like, think British. And I'm like, we don't use that word. And then I realised it's just the American pronunciation of the word twat. And I was like, oh. It took me many years. I think I was in my early 20s. By the time it took me to realise that, one, she wasn't bad at spelling, and two, she wasn't saying a different word. Twat is the best insult, yes. Any non-scientific term for genitalia will suffice. Literally, yes. Literally, yes. I feel like dumbass is someone who's being silly, and douchebag is someone who's being deliberately nasty. Yes. Yeah, douchebag is like, you've done something horrible. Dumbass, that could be a family or a friend. They could be a dumbass, but you wouldn't call them a douchebag. Interestingly, I would use dumbass to refer to someone driving badly. I don't know what I'm saying now, badly. Similar, I'm not going to say those words. Yeah. Some people might also use the see you next Tuesday. Yeah, I don't like saying that, but it is vaguely common for people to use it as like a, you've been stupid, I don't like what you've done kind of thing. Douchebag is worse because it's just a complete jerk. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I could carry on and do this whole thing, but I'm not. I'm quite enjoying it. But I'm going to leave it there. Although these cakes kind of look too much like nipples. I think because I've used, instead of like a bright red for a cherry, it's like a peach colour. It's just really giving nipple. I'm sorry. And I don't know what to do. Doesn't it look like one? It really does! The brown I've used is not the right kind of brown. I need to pick a different brown. Because it just looks like a nipple. I can't unsee it either. Especially if we're looking at this one. Hello. Sorry, don't demonetise me. Boob cakes. No, that's a good insult. Boob cakes. Hiya Jasmine, how many prompts have I done? I think I've done... I can't remember. Let me check. I've done 9. That's why I don't use it, but it's my cousin's favourite swear word and she used it in replacement for the F word. The only good is if it's said and uttered discussed by a thug type with a thick accent from any part of the UK and only in a movie. Or specifically if you're Ricky Gervais. Somehow he can get away with it. Stag Night staple, yeah. Right, I'm gonna erase my very skin coloured looking brown. And make it this kind of more yellowy toned one. Now it just looks like a boob but a different skin colour. Jasmine's trying to finish a whip in an almost finished book. Ooh, which one? Which book have you almost finished? Nope, don't like that either. I'm going to make it the dark brown. We can make them chocolate cupcakes. Chocolate boobs. Let's do this colour. Stream certainly took a weird turn. I think that's better. Just add a stem? To what? Oh, the nipple. Could also make it slightly more red. But I think making it chocolate cupcakes has helped. And it fits in with the colour palette better. The Goddess Special Colouring Heaven. It will be my 3rd completed book. Ooh, amazing! Okay, we can change that chocolate frosting or something. Boob cake sounds like something a 5-year-old would come out with on the playground. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna give you the worst insult I could possibly think of. Boob cakes. That's it. They think they're like the ultimate bad. Saying something like that. Okay, I think I've saved the boob cakes. They look less. You defo did. I'm sorry, Jasmine. It looks less boobish now. Oh, hello, Trini. Which is weird because both boobs and cake are relatively well received. But put them together, insult. Boob cakes. It weirdly, at the same time, sounds like an insult and also like an endearing term. Like you'd say, alright, sweetheart, alright, boob cakes. Always use face at the end. Boob face. That's entertained me for the day. You are welcome. When he said a face where she thought bliat was a very funny word, that was something. Is that the F word, but in Russian? Imagine a 2-year-old who could barely string a sentence together coming over to you and going, blat. I didn't know what that word is, but fair enough. Right, let's grab the wheel back. See if we can return to something a little less booby. So I'm doing page hopping in this book, Trinu, and I just did the prompt drink, which was for the tea. Ooh, candy. Cause she thinks she's made of candy. Hey, oh, here she goes. Oh, did I not show it? I don't think I did. I think I forgot to transition it, but it was candy. I promise. In fact, I already got rid of the result, but I can show you here. Candy, look. I can't just put that up for nothing. There we go. Proof. Candy. Okie dokie. Put these away. I've got so many pencils out. Because I didn't put them away last time, I couldn't be bothered. That one there. And that one goes there. Booby is a pretty bird. So many birds have names that were clearly decided on by immature 12-year-old boys. May I raise you tit? Great tit, blue tit, breasted tit. I'm 15, it'll always be funny though. Birds called Booby and Tit, literally. And Robin Redbreast. So we got candy here. Although I was a bit kind of unsure about the colour scheme for that. But I think I just need to do it. And I think I do like the colour scheme. Yeah. I'm seriously something wrong? I'm sorry. I'm just being seriously immature. But I'm not alone. Japanese white-tailed tit is the single cutest bird ever. Please everyone Google it. I will. Japanese white-tailed tit. Not just put teat. That's something very different. White-tailed teat. Images. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy. Let me get it up. It's so fluffy. Oh, look at the face. Just look at that face. Oh, that is cute. Bouncy cotton ball. I mean, I love it. It's called a Shima Inaga. That is so cute. I love it. I want one. So fluffy. Imagine that as like a cuddly toy. That'd be cute. Misty eyes it is. There's also a bird named a dickcissel. That's not a bird, that's a cotton ball. It is. The tiny eyes and the white fluffiness make it cute. Yes. It's just pure floof. All floof. And a couple of eyes. It's like a flying pom-pom. It is. Oh my gosh, Trinity, that's dark. It makes it much deeper. It's true. She hasn't caught birds for a long time though. Right, so the idea was to combine this with this, like this. So have these like brown sandy tones for like the cones on that page. And then use the reds, the pinks and the kind of peach colour for the rest. And I think it will be fine. Let's do the top one. I'm going to grab out all the colours because I think I will need them. 27, 43. Right guys, I'm hopping off for now. Take care, Helen. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Also called Snow Fairies. Cute. Have you seen the Instagram account that is a woman talking about unusual animals? I have not. I've been lurking and watching. Thanks for being here. Cats are crazy with birds. I mean, it's their instincts. It makes sense. That was their diet. Birds and little mice and voles. That's half of my feed, Kim. then I need 260, and a little bit of 7 for some of these sticks. Let's see if I can find it, and I will link it. Please do. I am intrigued. Right, let's start with the candy cane. And let's do this heart one, the same colour. I think that's how I'll do it. I'll just go round kind of colour by colour with the palette, spreading it out. You've been lurking from the start. My friend is here, heads lurking, which is fair enough. I love when my cats notice a bird and start chattering at it. See, Lex just wants to play with it. She used to catch birds when she was younger. She hasn't for quite a while. I'm going to say this, and then, like, 2 days' time, she'll come in with a bird and it'll be all my fault. The birds heard me. I don't know if you heard that. I just had a cry, like, no, not me. Oh dear. Now this is something that I would call differently as a Brit. These are sweets. I wouldn't call them candy. And I don't know why I called it candy for this. I think it's because I wanted it to be specifically candy, whereas I feel like if I put sweets, some people may interpret it as like, these are sweets, like any sweet treat thing, whereas I meant specifically candy sweets. Which to me, these are sweets. Those ice creams are different. But they're sweets. I'd call them sweets. Cats to be really brave or really stupid to take on a crow. They are big, strong and smart. Cats chatter. Are you sure they aren't squirrels? Oh, talking about squirrels. I saw the funniest little squirrel today. I've sat in the park eating a little sweet treat, and I just saw 2 squirrels chasing each other around a tree. They would just go round and round. It was so cute. Does my cat loves to eat fish? She doesn't like fish food, like packets of food. She's always been a meat girl, but she does like tuna, like fresh from the tin. Often we'll catch her sort of licking the residue after pouring it down the sink, you know, the brine water. Right, there we go. I think I'll do this one in the same. Oh, no. It's not evenly spaced. I hate this. That hurts my soul, but... is there enough for 3? 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. 1. It would be. It's divisible by 3. Yeah, let's do that. Get as much of that up as I can. And then I'll do this creamy colour and the lighter pink. Yeah. It's better than having two segments next to each other though. If you're colouring this page, just be aware it's divisible by 3, not 2. And cat is the same. I remember when my grandma's barn cat tried to raid some swallow nests, all I saw was an orange blur speeding away from the barn with a crowd of angry birds in its butt. Oh my gosh. That's something out of a movie, that. The account that I was thinking of is Sarah Makes Me Laugh. She posts other stuff, but her takes on weird animals are hilarious. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of her. I may be wrong though, and I may see her and be like, oh yeah, but the name does not ring a bell. Your room is 40 degrees. Oof. I hope it cools down soon for you, Trini, because that's horrible. What's the temp now? 26. Mid-20s, love it. I mean, it's warm, don't get me wrong, but manageable. You're going to need to dip out, but maybe back if you're still going. I estimate I'll be here for another hour or so. Like hour or less. I want to be done by 6:30. What else should I do? This dark red colour. Let's do whatever this thing is. It kind of looks like a bit of streaky bacon. Okay, let's do this one here as well. It's 86 Fahrenheit here. Not hot, but at least we aren't breathing toxic air right now. You'll take the little wins. I mean, that's not even a little win, that's a big win. Yay for clean air. How hot is my country? Yeah, it's 26 at the moment. Much cooler here. Just realised I'm going to miss Monday's stream train. Hate it when real life gets in the way of stream watching. Yeah. C'est la vie. That is life, unfortunately. Life's got a life. It's supposed to be a little bad tomorrow as far as air quality goes, then get better again on Monday, and nowhere near as bad as Thursday and Friday. But that is good. As long as you're not getting back to those levels where it's don't leave your house bad. These sweets remind me of little strawberry pencils, so I'm going to do the ends white. Do you have pick and mix in the US? I mean, pick and mix used to be a really big thing in the UK. It's not so much anymore. kind of died out a bit. Like a lot of the shops that were big sellers for it have gone bust, kind of thing. But you can still find them in supermarkets and at cinemas as well. Looks like Estonia's going to have a thunderstorm. 86 Fahrenheit isn't unusual for July in Michigan. It's now hot, normal hot instead of ridiculously hot. Yeah, same for us. Like, this is about normal for us now. It's just regular summer hot, not crazy summer hot. Yes, we do. Brax does it. I just checked we're hitting red levels, which is stay indoors, but it's not purple burgundy level, which is hazardous. Thank God. Yes, we've also got the real-time buddy colour on Monday on the Discord. That's at 9 PM UK time, I think. I need to remember that, because I do want to get involved. Pink, we'll do pink jelly beans. Sorry, but I'm not paying €5 for 100 grams of gummies. No thanks. Yeah, I mean, you could get them from Woolworths when that was in business, Wilko when that was in business. You can get them for well cheap. I used to love it when Wilko would do half price on their pick and mix, and it meant that you could get the giant cup for £4. Oh, it was so good. It would last you ages. This pink is too girly. Sorry, it's my opinion. Don't be offended. You do what you like. Hey, something different. And yeah, you're allowed your own opinion. But I think this is one that got randomly picked out, I want to say. I thought it would go well for sweeties. Yeah, pulling palettes and matching pencils, exactly. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, matches that palette there. As I'm colouring it, I kind of wish I was doing rainbow, because that would look really cool with all these jelly beans and whatnot. But alas, that's not the palette. Not for this one. And it's a fun kind of monochromatic vibe. Almost monochromatic. Barbie's Dream Candy Mix, exactly. Oh, I missed a swirl. I think I want to make the swirls a bit darker, because this pink isn't quite dark enough for my liking. Might make it a bit more red toned, so it just looks a bit too similar to the light pink. Yeah, let's grab 299 as a red. Let's stay colour friends. Good, good. Colouring the title page and secret invitation, and I hate Prismas on this paper. Any suggestions? I have used so far, I've based majority of my pages. So I've based with Inktense and I've based with Neocolor 2s. And then over the top of the Inktense I used Artex pencils, and over the top of the Neocolor 2s I've used Black Widows, and I liked all of those. There we go, I think these are standing out a bit better now. kind of blending in a bit too much. Not blending in, just not distinct enough in their colour. Go. Right. I need the peach now. Do it for shading the white elements here. That outer ring red. Sorry, I've kind of completely ignored the chat. I'm just gone in the colouring zone here. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, you're back. Brunch was delicious. Glad to hear it. And Penny's got to go get dinner ready. Hope to watch your live stream on Monday. See you later. Can't wait to see what page you and Jennifer will choose for Wonderland. Me too. I think it will definitely be a harder pencil, so we'll try Black Widows and Artex. Yeah, I think out of the two, Black Widows are probably my favourite so far, I think. Okay, let's do these smaller ones. Small circle ones in the peach. So it'll be a good, so they're kind of everywhere on the page, it'll be a good way to break up some of the pinks. Oh wow, I'm now free and you're still going. Yeah. I don't like short streams for myself. I like streaming for at least 3 hours. Because I feel like I don't do enough. Well, I don't do enough, but I just keep going. Why not? There we go. Okay, I need to do, I think I'll do this one light pink. There we go. Didn't mean anything bad by it. Why do people always assume someone is being mean just because they express their opinion? I don't think anyone did think it was bad. Don't worry, Trini, you're all good. Typically depends on how one expresses the opinion or what the opinion is. Also true. Wording definitely makes a difference. Need to ask Jennifer when she wants to share, because we are starting to get questions about it. My feeling is that because we have a 2-month time frame, we don't really need to know them super early. I feel like if we post it now, people will have the page done before August even begins. I can understand that. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. You pick a date to your group. You guys can decide. And yeah, I agree, like having the 2 months, I'd say no more than a week in advance would make sense, at least to me. I think we were just excited to get stuck into their first proper page after the title, which is understandable. Tell us the 1st of August for sure. Yeah. Don't mind waiting at all, I'm just excited, yeah. 3 more red ghosts, let's go! There we go. Okay, I need something for that colour. Something for that colour, something for that sweet. Let's do it this dark red. There we go. Right, there we are, all done. I agree, people want to do a first real page, but we also have people who still don't have the books. Exactly. Oh, for sure, by the 1st of August. Yeah. I have a buddy colour with my family, and it's 1 page a month, and I tell them a week in advance because I'm doing a poll. Oh, I love that, Sarah. That's so fun. What is everyone colouring today? Alex, ghosts. Or at least 3 more ghosts. What do I think of Ghostbusters? I've never seen it. Whenever I think of that specific string of words, if anyone knows of the Alison Hammond interview that she does with, oh my Christ, who is at the door? It's my mum. It's my mum and the baby. Hello, nephew. Hello. Do you want to get his hand? Oh. You're gonna wave. Don't get his head. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. It's Mumblebee and Nephew Bee.
Baby.
Baby. Baby.
Thought we'd come and say hello. That was all.
Say hello.
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 Is that very exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Little fingers. Oh, bye. No. I didn't accept that. I thought Mum was going to ask a question. No, he's a baby. Right, let me check back for chat. Of course, I would be so annoyed if I was still waiting for my book. But I think that's also the good thing about doing every 2 months, that if you do get it a bit late, it's not quite as much to catch up with, so be okay. I ordered on Pompadour the 9th of July and can't wait to see my receive my order, and I have nothing waiting on it. Oh, when did mine arrive? Mine took a while. Let me go back and check with my orders. I know I sent a picture to Paulina when it arrived, so I'll check when I sent that. We send a lot of pictures to each other, that's the trouble. There it is. I received it on the 30th of June, and I ordered it on the 15th, so it did take quite a while. It took 2 weeks. 2 weeks to arrive, 15 days. Sarah's doing a Luna May scavenger hunt page, love it. Yeah, the cutie baby, Nephew Bee. Leisha's doing a toucan acrylic paint page, colour by number. Love it. Sarah's doing Capybara Cutie with your family, simple for the kids. Yeah, that's a lovely book, that. And yeah, such a fun one for the whole family to get involved. Right, let's grab the prompts up. Trying to decide if I need to get Dragon Spell. It is a good one. It is a good one, I will say. Alex is specifically doing the cute ghost page in Cute and Crepey. Oh, I do know that page. I love that page. It looks great. You're doing background ghost the colour of Pac-Man ghosts. I love that. And are you doing like a blacked out background? Because that would be awesome. And really make them pop. Trini's colouring in Woodland Wild. Lovely. It's not even shipped yet. Yeah, mine took a while for it to be shipped. I think it took about a week for it to be shipped and then a week for it to arrive, I want to say. That and Labyrinth are Joseph's books that I still don't have, the full non hidden object books. Yeah, you would love Dragon Spell, I will say. Right, let's get the wheel back. Oh dear, I can hear him crying. Maybe. Okay, prompt wheel, and let's spin for the next one. It's first time basing with Super Tip. Excited to try it. Love it. And Sarah's going to share it on Discord when it's done. Would love to see it. Ooh, fruit. Yay! I know what I want to do. That was very creepy. I know what I want to do. I want to do the fruit mandala. Or at least one bit of it. Prompt. Fruit. It's also reminding me of the Modern Family episode where Lily keeps throwing out the F-bomb. And they're like, Lily, we need to have a conversation with you using the F word. Flower? No. Fruit? Oh, you mean beep. I love that episode. Daddy, back. Where is my fruit mandala? There it is. You're doing the deer, love it. Ooh, yay, Michelle loves Black Widows. Woohoo, I gave a good recommendation. I feel like there's always pressure when you recommend something and you're like, I hope they like it, because I did. Because not everyone likes the same. Ooh, let me check Discord. If anyone has anything they'd like to share, you can pop it in the Discord, or you can pop it on Instagram, DM. Just let me know that you've sent it. What you whipping on? Oh, so cute! Oh, you have to do, I'm sorry, you have to do a black background. Like in the Pac-Man game. But I love it! I love the colours. Perfect. So fun. Yeah, good one for Prey, for the Predator versus Prey hashtag, definitely. Cutesy, cutesy. Like that, like that. There we go. Right, that's it for now. Oh gee, I can't unsee this now. I want to do it too. Pac-Man sounds. That was my impression, could you tell? Right, what do I want to start with? I am feeling the straws. So I'm going to do the straws. Because I can. I'm going to grab 5 for the leaves. 117 for the seeds. And then 722 for the straws. There it is. I must finish my Camellia page that I started last night, or that you shared last night. Just have to do the leaves. Yeah, that'll be a nice, relatively quick finish for you. I haven't used my Black Widows in a while. I forgot how pretty the colours are. Yeah, they are the sort of pencils that you kind of forget. And they've got such a good variety of colours. Some people really struggle with them, but I find they're a really versatile pencil. Like, I can use them in almost any book, and they do well. That is the plan. Black background. The main ghostie is going to be based on a lesser known ghost from the Pac-Man universe, Orson. He's a very light blue with purple shading. Sounds perfect. Did some crazy eyes on that tree and had instant regret, but it is what it is. Sometimes you do things in Camellia pages and it works, and sometimes you do it and you're like, what was that? What was I thinking? But hey, it was fun to experiment. There we go. I'm not doing live stream, it's too scary for me. That's fair enough. I think Kimberlyn was just asking if you're joining the hashtag, not doing a live stream for Prey v Predator, the light v dark theme for this month. We'll add some highlights and shadows too, yeah. Right, and then the red. Love your stream and all the pages you coloured. I'll listen to it later, and love, love, love. Oh, thank you. Nice colour for straws. It's not too bright. I'm not colouring in that one, but I saw Rachel Henderson pull a colour cube palette and then colour a Millie Marotta page, and now I want to do that. Yeah, someone else, Polly likes doing that, using, I don't think she has the colour cubes, but she'll use the Amanda Colours AC palette challenge for the month, and she's done quite a few in Millie Marotta's books using limited palettes. Specifically the ones with like little individual leafy shapes. But yeah, I love seeing what she's done. I think Polly's done a Millie Marotta collection video. If you haven't watched it, might give you some good inspiration. Millie makes me want to cry. Get what you mean, Alex. She was one of the first books I bought because I got excited and saw a couple of Millie Marottas and thought, Woodland Wild, this looks cute. Bought it, never coloured in it. There were a couple of times I picked it up and I was like, and then I was like, no, I had no idea where to start. And I know you can just ignore the dudes, but I think, what's the point? What's the point of forcing yourself to colour something just for the sake of having it coloured? I'd much rather give it to someone else who will appreciate it more than I will. Yes, I do know I've missed this strawberry. I don't know why I did, but I will get to it. Just felt like missing it, apparently. Must have been at an unsatisfying angle for me to go to next. So I just jumped. Love the different hashtags, helps me with inspiration on what to colour. Me too. I really love finding things that fit the prompts. Some of my favourites that I like to participate in are the light v dark, because of the different themes each month. I really like the Japanese Korean colouring, because it's a scavenger hunt, but also there's like a monthly theme, and I tend to like to find something for the monthly theme rather than a specific prompt, although I also do that. And the one for July is hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Do 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 do. So I did something for that. What else do I like? The Mythographic Collective, although I don't really do much. I really like the RJ Hampson and the Christine Karen Collective, where there's a prompt for each month. I like the prompts where it's a bit more open-ended. I don't know, it just makes it more fun to hunt for things rather than, say, a specific item like strawberry. Although that is also fun to look for. I also need to do the background and go over the top with gel pens like Amy. Oh yeah, that would be amazing. I'd loved seeing that. I think it just needs to be chill colouring for me, not actually make it look like the animals they're supposed to be, definitely. Don't think how to start, actually. It's fun to do, there's no mistake, no to colour, no wrong colours. Mini books is not so hard. Yeah, it's just not for me, and that's okay. Not every book is for you. Right, there we go, that's fruit. Oh no, Capybara Cuties is $5 at Book Outlet. Is something going to accidentally fall in your cart? Because I wouldn't blame ya. Right, let's get the prompt wheel back and spin for the next one. I've done a lot today, which is great. Oh, is it boat? It's a boat. It's a boat time for the boat. I know I've done one boat. I wonder if there's another page with a boat though. Or if that's the only one with boats. If that's the case, I will do that. Definitely been coming back to some pages more often now. Is there a boat here? I need to get something coloured here. Because I've been trying to do something on this page each episode, apart from episode 1. So maybe the next prompt. Because there isn't a boat, but we got boats here. Well, there's this boat there. That could be good, actually, if there's nothing else. So, I can't think of anything else with a boat on it. Oh, there's that boat there. Nah. Oh, there's that boat there. Nah. I'm going to do this one. I think that'll be good. Hi, Brittany. You're at work on your lunch break until 1:16. Lovely stuff. Here for a few minutes. I love Millie's work. I didn't understand it at first, but now I know how to approach it. Yeah, I think a lot of people have gone through that, where they're like, Millie overwhelms me, and then they start colouring it, and just a shift in mindset sometimes is all it takes for you to be like, ooh, I like this. I think I'll do blue sails on the boat, and I'm gonna do 333 blue. I'll have a little bit of yellow for the lantern there, which is 117. I've already got that out. Ivy, have you been here and I missed you? Yeah, she was here for a while. She jumped in a while ago. I do remember seeing you come in. I think. I'm pretty sure. That's understandable. I kind of felt that way about Johanna and Kirby, but all those all those lines all those lines are not my jam, which is fair. Yeah, I think, yeah, Kirby is someone that can look so intimidating, the page uncoloured, but basing is key. If you start basing it, it looks so much less scary, because you're like, okay, colour all the leaves, that's done. Oh, now there's not so much, like colour all of this. It just comes together slowly but surely, and with all the line work that he has, it makes it look scary, but when you actually come to colouring it, it's a lot less, I don't know, intimidating, because you know where to put your shadows. He's already got them there. You just need to add your darker colours to the bit where he's got more line work, and then the other sections you leave as your highlights. I don't know if I would recommend it for beginners though, because I just think he is overwhelming. Other people do, and I know quite a few people did start out with Kirby, and fair play to them. Fair play. Loving that I'm breathing clean air today, feeling so much better than yesterday. That is good to hear. I think Kirby is one of the most helpful illustrators. It's like he's helping you colour. Yes, and helpful without being grayscale as well, because sometimes you can colour a grayscale page and you feel like you haven't actually done that much work. Especially the really heavy grayscales, which I don't particularly like. I don't mind a light grayscale like in Christine Karen. I know some people just outright do not like any grayscale, which fair enough. But Kirby, like, you feel, I don't know, more of an achievement. doing the shading there, because it feels like you've actually done it, but he's guided you along the whole way. Today I'm colouring in doodles. I scribbled on watercolour paper and listening to you. Thanks for being here, May. And that sounds like a lot of fun. Page is finished. Whoop whoop! Alex, I have to ask, do you have the Cryptid Creatures colouring book? Now that is a bit of a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast. Cryptid Creatures colouring book. Cryptid Creatures colouring book. Dark Fairy Tales was one of my first books. Shows how new I am. I remember you saying that in your full book collection video, and it made me chuckle. She was like, sorry, they were like, my first ever Kirby book is Dark Fairy Tales. Now that just shows how new I am. I was like, very true, very true. I have it on my list wish. I have it on my wish list. Do you have a top 3 of Kirby books? Ooh, yes. Yes, I do. Dark Fairy Tales #1 for me. I do love Worlds Within Worlds. I think there's such a fun variety in that book. I've severely neglected it for quite a while now, but I really love that book. And I love Fragile World. And then if I had to give a number 4, Mythic World. And if you asked me at a different time, I would have said Mythic World over Fragile World, or one of them over Worlds Within Worlds. Dark Fairy Tales is my absolute favourite, but those other 3, they kind of shift in their positions. I think when I did my rank and rate, the positions were quite different. Like, I think Fragile World might have been 4th, whereas now it may be 2nd. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. I do not, but it has been recommended to me. There you go. Ooh, the Cozy Witch Tarot, $6.49. I do like that. I do. And I've come up with an idea for #/group for next year. Once I finish Kawaii Tarot, to do with tarot colouring. And it may involve me purchasing a tarot deck. I think you can kind of pick up what I'm putting down there. There we go, there's boat. I never changed the prompt. The prompt was boat. I do apologise. But let's get the wheel back. Yeah, I probably would do it as a group because hashtags are rubbish. And I feel like a group is a better place to share these things. But yeah. Yes. Right, let's spin. Always check a flip through, definitely. For me, it's Fragile World and Worlds Within Worlds. Good choices. Looking at it, the art doesn't really appeal to me for the cryptic colouring book. I know it would be so on brand for me, but the huge use of black is not my vibe. That is completely fair. Ooh, door. I feel like there's lots of doors in these books, because it could be any page of like a house or a building that's got a door on it. I feel like I have 20 colouring books and it's always fairy tales. Same Sarah. Except times that by 10 and add another 100. Is it coming out? Yeah, there is a new Kirby book coming out in... Is it November? No, October. I forget. But that does look awesome. I'm very excited for that. Right, I'm looking for a door. It'd be good to start a new one. Could do like that house in the middle there. Or that house on top of there. But that's not starting a new one. Decided to quickly base a page. It took me a couple of hours. At least it worked okay. Posted the result in Discord. I will check that in just a minute. Once I've picked a page. Oh, we could do a beach hut. Oh, is there a door on... Oh, probably not. Is there a door on this page? No. Right, the next prompt's gonna have to. I say it's gonna have to because I need to wrap up soon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this house here. Am I? Or a beach hut? I want to do a beach hut. I like the beach huts. And I feel like there's a lot. So it'd be good to get another one done. I'm waiting for the fairy tale one you shared on the Japanese haul, and the 4 cats and A to Z world. Oh yes. And 3 others I don't remember. That's going to be a good haul. I love that. Right, let's do a blue one. Let's grab 37. Only 14 pages left till it's complete. Whoop whoop. Further to earlier conversation, our eldest son is here. Taskmaster is on TV. I have my headphones on. Love it. Love Taskmaster. Which series? Although, I mean, I like Taskmaster. I don't like it that much to know exactly what series is what. I'm just going to do this one. I mean, not only Kirby books, but new Lulu May or Johanna Basford. Yes, indeed. Johanna Basford is coming out with Wild Things. Lulu May hasn't announced their next one yet. At least I don't think so. Haven't seen it online. I feel like she might soon. She tends to do it quite a bit in advance for the next year of releases, and tends to announce them at the same time. Well, not necessarily announce, but put them on Amazon and then people find them. The thing is, I try to get one book by an illustrator with the pressure it's high. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's also a good way to start out, like get one book that you really love and see how you go from there. Because then if it's not your style, then you haven't got loads and loads of books by the same artist. She's in Canada. Do you know about Book Outlet? Who just came out with one. Yeah, exactly. She came out just last month. I'm kind of expecting a flip through from Johanna Basford any day. I was looking back to see when she did the flip through of Wonderful Wildflowers last year, and it was mid-August, and they've got pretty similar release dates. So, could be within the next month. In fact, it probably will be within the next month. Right, let's grab a nice light blue for the window. No! Check out for Curvy Books. I'm going to put a link here. Book Outlet is definitely a new colourist's best friend. I've heard you can get such great bargains on there. I wish we had something like that, because we don't. Are you going to buy the new Johanna? It depends. If I like it, yes. If I don't, no. I am very much waiting on the flip through, and I will decide from then. Because Johanna usually does one pretty early. And so if I like it, I'll pre-order. If I'm on the fence, I'll wait. I think I will know, though, from the flip through if it's something that I want to add to my collection. My fear is that it's going to be almost entirely made up of just an animal on a page, maybe with some florals within it. I personally really like her floral animals. For example, like in this book, you've got the whale with the little florals in it, or the bird with florals. I like these. Not everyone does, but I do. But I fear the entire book is going to be this. I want some scenes, I want some landscapes, I want some detail, I want some creativity, some fun, some playfulness. If it doesn't have that, I don't know if I'm going to be interested. But there we go. That is the prompt for door done. Let's grab the wheel back up and spin it again, and I hope it's going to land on something on that random miniature page. Tend to go on Amazon because it was easier, but I would prefer another way to order for sure. Yeah, Book Outlet. There's another one at cheap places online. Ice cream. There is definitely an ice cream on that page. I know that for sure. I know it for sure. Ice cream. Usually more discounted than Amazon, and I think they get overstocked a really common artist. Definitely. Hot take. I don't like colouring flowers. That is not as hot of a take as you may think. There's a lot of colourists out there that don't care for flowers. Right, yeah, there's an ice cream here. Or an ice cream there. I think I'll do the ice cream cone. Go do a light layer of 7 for the cone. You might get a book with a dot on the edge, like some stores mark for their sale tables, a dot with a Sharpie. Well, yeah, that's not a problem. That'll make a good saving. Right, what kind of ice cream? Let's go like a vanilla-y colour with pink icing, I think. There we go, and then I just need 20. I can handle a dot. I like flowers, but in moderation. Yep, that's also fair. Some people are not floral colourists, and some people 100% are. Each to their own. I think that's why some people love Johanna Basford, because they love her florals, and other people do not care at all because they don't care for florals, and that makes sense. Right, well that was easy. I'm going to add this colour, which is, what's that, 43, to my little swatch up here. So I'll bring those colours over there eventually. And I called Book Outlet, they refunded the money and I got the book for free. Working in the ditch of a book could be so frustrating. Yes, I hate the crack. And I got my copy of Colour Me Capybaras. One of the cacti had been coloured in with a water-based marker. I think they probably returned it to a bookstore and they took it back without checking. Yeah, occasionally you can have that. Woo, red ghosts are done. Still cannot get over how quick you are with these. When I joined your last page hopping, I did 4 victories the entire live stream. I think you ended at 11. I mean, yeah, I think this does put into perspective how quick I am. Because I thought that was going to be my last prompt, but no, I can do one more. Right, this will definitely be the last prompt, I think. It's the only time I've ever had an issue with them. Everything else is brand new. And then I think the equivalent for the UK... Ooh, teacup. The equivalent to Book Outlet in the UK would be Book Delivery, I think. You can get some really good bargains on there. But again, sometimes second hand. I got one book that's been coloured in with pencil. I ain't bothered with that. Teacup. I've actually already coloured the teacup today. Is there a teacup on this page? I don't think so. No. But I hope I can find another page with teacups on it. So I've already done one. That's got teacups. I don't fancy doing that right now though. Nope, not that way. That's got a teacup. I might do one of those. Got a little shelf of teacups. I've already done the ones on that page. Oh, right at the bottom. See, I'm really bad at noticing these things. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. Teeny tiny. Love it. that there's so many books out there now, there is something for everyone. 100%. 100,000%. There really is. And what one person absolutely loves and adores, another person will not care for at all. And that is good. And that is fine. Right, I think I will do... let's do the green tea. And these are using chroma flows. So let's grab my chroma flow case, and in fact I will change the pencils I'm using. Chroma flows. There we go. No confusion. I am not streaming tomorrow, no. Because I am going to be at my grandma's tomorrow. Let's grab 1520. And then 1816. Oh, was this the one I incorrectly think it was? Is it this colour? Yeah. And then a bit of 1600. Whole wine time! Let's go! For you. A Lulu Mayo page will take me all day for sure. Okay, perfect. I'll wait next week and do an order. Sounds good. Nope, that's the wrong one. I wanted this one. And then at the end, once this is done, I will do a recap and update the spreadsheet with you all, because I quite enjoy doing that. And it means that I can show specifically what prompts I did for what. Now I want this to look like a glass teacup, so I'm just doing a bit of shading with this green. But leaving the majority of it white. And then... no. I think I might change that colour. I want it to be lemon. I don't want to use the orange. Severe thunderstorm watch, and I'm not and I'm not sad. Bring the rain, literally. You know it's been bad when you are desperate for the rain. I'm gonna grab Sandcastle instead. Yeah, that's more yellow. I always forget what part of a lemon should be what colour. So I always end up looking, because I've coloured lemons wrong so many times. So it's the rind, and then, okay. Like that. There we go. Done! Did you check the art tags in Discord? I did not. Thank you for reminding me. Nope, you are all good. And always remind. I did not. Oh, here is Adele's page. Is that the Predators book by, is it the Smithsonian people? Is it that one? Because it looks amazing. I love that. The poor birdie. Poor bird. What a vicious cat. But I love that. That was Adele's page. The Smithsonian Cats book. Yes, I was close. It's close. Right artist, wrong book. Right, let's grab the spreadsheet up and I will do a recap. By the way, I'm so sorry that some of our politicians are being idiots about this, and thank you, Canada, for your continued help in fighting our fires. Yes, respect to Canada. Okay, here we go. Let's transition to that. In fact, I can make this screen a bit smaller. There we go. Right, let's go from the beginning and work my way through. Move these pencils out of the way. There we go. Big respect. I started it for Predator but realised it has a bird, so it's there as well. So it's both Predator and Prey. Okay. So I did this one, and that was for the prompt snake. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Snail. So I did that one. And do any of those today. I did do some work on this. I'm not going to count that though. I will wait until I've finished that victory. I did this castle, and that was for the prompt castle, and that's buildings with borders. Just did you know there's a jigsaw puzzle of one of Kirby's tigers? I did not, but obsessed. I was really lucky. I went to a car boot sale. I never go to car boot sales, but I just went to this one, and I found a Hannah Carson puzzle, which I just got into colouring as a hobby. Did the whale and ship, and I'd say I've done a quarter of that page. There we go. And then I did one on his. We've done 4 on that one. The random miniatures. 8% there. Whoop whoop. I did a shell for the shells. In fact, I counted those starfish as a miniature itself, so I've done 2 there. Lovely stuff. And then I also did another beach hut, and that was for the prompt door. So that's 3 there. I did another breakfast item, the little green tea down there. There we go. I feel like I had a nice mix today of starting new pages and also adding some more colour to existing pages. I did one of these candy circles, so that's 1. I did one of the fruits on the fruit mandala. How many are there in total? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I say 6 because I'll do that second. 6 different kinds of fruits. What's that in a percentage? Is it like 15%? I don't know. I can't do mental maths like that. That would get you to 19%. 15%, well, that will be fine. I ain't doing 17%. 15%. Ish. Some are bigger than others as well. Didn't do either of those. I did start this one. I would say that's just under half done. No, actually, I'd say that's half done. I'm going to do half. Tea mandala. And then so I did that for drink. Tea being the drink. And then I did this one. This was for the prompt watering can. I'd say I've done like 10% of that. 0.1. 0.1. I did the dove. And I'd say about a third. 0.3. Nope, wrong one. 0.3. I'm being very pedantic in this one. Not done any of those. I did this floral circle. I did one of those. Didn't do any of them. I did all the coral there. I'd say that's a third done. So I've got about 2/3 left. There we go. Didn't do any of those, or that. There we go. That is the update. So that means I have done 9.88% of all the victories. But actually, in terms of like a percentage of like everything there is to colour, I've done 14%. Interesting. So yeah, because this is a better representation, this percent of victories is a better representation of what I've actually done, because it takes into account that by completing a 1, it's not just 1, which would add like only a small percentage here, it would add 100% to this. So it's a more accurate way of viewing it. So yeah, about 14.2% of the way done in the book. Very interesting. Compared to small victories, which is, and I haven't done the like, I've done a quarter of that or 10% of that. I haven't done that for this, so it's a little less accurate. But I've done 38.59 or 33%. I've just about a third of the way through, which is interesting. So I feel like that's really good progress. More than I thought. Like, I feel like I'm so much further with small victories than Inklings, but it's only about double as much, which is interesting. But there we go. That is everything for today. Oh, Sarah finished her Camellia page and shared it. I don't care for it. Sarah, it's fine. Not every page can be a favourite. Just turn it over and move on. Let's have a look at it in Complete Your Pages. Oh, it is cute. I like it. I really do. The eyes are fun. Like, I am drawn into those eyes. With the pinks and the purples. Really cool. And I like this colour scheme. Really nice. Let's see the art tax. Here it is. Page of tax. You can leave happy now. Dana's going to take off. Take care. You too. I am taking off as well, as it's tea time. The eyes are really fun. I love it. It's lovely. Absolutely. I'd never think to colour eyes that way. Trying to find out who posted Colouring Heaven Mermaid page recently, but can't find it for the life of me. Oh god, I have no idea. I couldn't help you there, I'm afraid. Funky eyes. Do, 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 do. Funky eyes. Okay. Little musical interlude. Right, I will say goodbye to you all. Feel free to join me on Discord for an after party. Whoop whoop. Yeah, I think Lucy is streaming later in about half an hour's time? No, an hour and a half time. Because it's at 8 PM my time. Yeah, she does it the 2 hours before Annika's stream, which is at 10 PM my time. So yeah, check out Lucy Fox Art's channel if you haven't already. She'll be streaming later. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining me for this spontaneous live stream. It's really fun hanging out, page hopping at Inklings again. I think I will do this again on Monday, because I did promise that in my Friday stream, so I'll keep to my word. She starts at 2. So 7 PM. Okay. So in half an hour's time. Right, I will see you in live streams tonight. Sorry. Just choked on my own spit. As you too. But yeah, I will see you in the chats of live streams later tonight. And if not then, I will see you on Monday for a similar time for a live stream then. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.